Time is the enemy, the past, and threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send him home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line, initial it twice.
It is a better show.
It is a better show.
Hello. I am Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also Omenifus Hereward-Dran, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, here to run a game of Dungeons and or Dragons with my friends. To my right, Dragonborn Narcissus Dinar Blitzen.
We made it, everyone. We did it.
We did it.
There's several more hours of this, so I want you to conserve your energy.
That was the end.
No.
That's a victory lap.
Yeah. No. To the right of my right, repping the natural world, Walnut on Grass.
Thanks. Hi, it's me. I'm back.
Same. I don't like the slap of the back of the hand.
I like it too.
Bird, natural, but it needs an audio component.
Setting.
Like a bat.
Like it because it's the bird's breaking its wings in death.
Yeah.
So it's very Walnut in that respect. To my left, not your grandma's grandma, except for those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie Beesting. To the left of my left, a top secret character who will be revealed shortly. To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud, Cthulhu Drow. Now,
Do you want to say who is playing our mystery character?
oh, absolutely.
Okay,
That's a
Absolutely.
mystery too.
Yeah. Well, no, because
We found her on the street. It was really weird.
You know how it is. It's like if you use every time I've used somebody's real name at this table, you guys are like, ha!
But in this case,
Wow, that's a really good
I'm changing my
impression of all
name,
of us.
actually.
I make the Kanye noise.
Yeah.
What's your Chick-fil-A?
I know. It's like this. Now,
That's the one.
she's Nika Harburg. She's a writer. She's a friend
What
of
the
mine.
hell? The real names at the table?
Fuck yourself.
Oh, God.
It's already happening.
You're a monster. Oh, anyway, I should emphasize before we get started that I think I speak for all of us when I say that we missed doing the show very much last week, and I spent Thursday, all the time I was not playing the game, all the time I was doing labor that did not please you, unpleasing labors. We talked like constantly about it. We had a cool meetup
we did.
in the bar.
Everyone yelled "Hi, DM Daddy," and it made Jerry
Amy and I
upset.
screamed "Daddy" at the top of our lungs, and
Yes.
then everyone else started screaming "Daddy."
And then Jerry was there too.
in a public place. Now, but something that is sad is that Kate, by which I mean Rosie Beestinger, she says that she doesn't remember what is going on in the game.
Under the bus.
Wow.
No, I don't either.
Off-camera talk here,
I don't
folks.
either.
What did happen?
Behind the curtain.
A lot. Where do you want me to start? This is my fucking novel.
the
Here's what I remember. Here's what I remember. There's an angry marrow queen on a boat who is lousy with gym eggs.
Lousy. She got egged.
Slighted by one Jim Dark Magic.
That's one word for it. Anyway, so
Sleight of hand.
now when last that's even filthier than I thought. All right, when last we saw our heroes, they had made an alliance with Team Naiad, a branch of Acquisitions Incorporated that operates out of Neverwinter. Now, there were issues with the boat. I mean, let's be honest. The boat is staffed, crewed by novel individuals. There is their decisionist, Captain Corbin Shale. The main thing that we know about this gentleman is that he's mostly warm hair. I suggested previously, and I'm going to maintain this concept, that were he to shave completely, it would just be a human head rolling around on the deck with the waves, right? Is it a metaphor? I think so. But we don't know for sure. It's the theater of the mind.
We'll have to do it.
Hair forged?
Hair forged.
Is his species?
Hair forged. I could not love you more. Now,
It's really good.
in addition, their obviator, a new role. You had not heard of this task. An obviator, Fen, made best friends with Cthulhu Draub,
So she says.
of all people. Well, the offer was accepted, certainly.
True.
She specializes in adjusting people's levels of life, creating maximum convenience for her party. They are backed up vitally. An important task, their documancer, Doldroma. Also, down in the basement of the ship, I'm just using all the wrong words for the boat, trying to get a rise out of you. Down in the lowest basement part of the ship, whatever it's called.
I hate
Down in the bottom of the ship.
Boat belly.
Yeah.
bowels.
Yes, this is perfect. In addition to filing and filling out the most important documents, she was also, before the rest of the deckhands came on, trying to make repairs to the ship. They'd been having some problems. They'd been having problems getting in and out of the harbor. Recently, they'd had their entire boat and crew requisitioned by the B team. Assholes, I think we can all agree, every member of the B team.
Every current member of the B team that they have accounted is an asshole.
Exactly. Now, and Corbin Shale had suggested that boats, plural, were having problems. You saw no evidence of that. As soon as the boat that you were on escaped the harbor, immediately terrors from the deep made themselves manifest. Rusty, provisional harpoons at best, flung up onto the deck. People pulled off down into the deep. Some of them fed something strange and hurled overboard. That was the situation we found ourselves in until Dragonborn narcissist Dinar Blitzen leveraged divine power and created a scenario with the command spell that enabled the conflict to cease. And someone of rank in Marrow society to enter into a conversation. And what she said was that their queen sought an audience to discuss the matter of your king's gruesome treatment of our sovereign queen. And she said something else. She also suggested that your king was in fact Jim Dark Magic. In addition, she also referred to you as servants of the eye, and seemed pretty confident in that assessment. So that is the scene that we open ourselves up to. We allow the narrative to penetrate our cores. We're entering a shared, sort of narrative space right now.
Yeah? Got any more?
No,
It's like the halls of medicine.
yeah, exactly.
The mental ellipsis. Just
Yeah. It's going right into the sinus.
Would a history check help me understand what servants of the eye means? Certainly I know who Jim Dark Magic is.
You have heard of this fellow.
Yeah.
I can recall a time inside the test market when you invoked a Mr. Dark Magic.
Well, we also met him.
Yeah,
Indeed.
We have met him and killed him.
Well,
But not in that order.
We've birthed him and killed him.
Exactly.
We transfigured him back from 3 chicks.
Yeah.
That's true.
Birth. We gave him life. We gave him death.
What more could he want?
Yeah.
We shall make him a king.
would this queen, would she speak to one such as myself? Are we all on level terms?
Are you addressing
I would, because
this
I want to
resplendent marrow priestess-looking person?
what I want to know is, does she mean the servants of the eye or servants of the Acquisitions Incorporated logo? The eye, which looks a little bit like an eye
Does it?
with an A in it. Is she literate?
It's like an AI.
Got the letter I in it.
Just what?
Do you want to?
King Dark Magic of the this sigil. I'm assuming maybe that's what she thinks
I
it
think
is.
you're right.
Yeah.
We can do this. I would like to do a history check on.
You do your history check
Yeah.
first.
So,
Okay.
no, they should recommend.
Here we go.
What?
Meow, 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 meow.
Shadow Council. May our labors please you. Alyssa, please apportion the riches to our precious council. Bam!
24.
Care of Kate.
Holy cow.
So you want to know the term "servants of the eye"?
Yeah.
It's like gelatin or something like that. Like it's one of these terms. Like there are so many different servants of the eye. Like everybody always thinks that they have come up with this.
Yeah.
You can think of like six different groups
Now-
of a-holes.
Now listen, I rolled a. I don't know if you saw that. That's a 2 and an O. So
I
think that I should be able to know which servants of the eye out of the 6 with a roll like a 20.
Oh yeah. Assuming that that's the case.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing that you can think of directly
Okay.
relating to your group, this ship. None of those pieces of information line up.
Interesting.
Okay.
Cool. But you had another concern, Mr. Draub.
Oh, just that, like, maybe she thinks that Jim is the king of this entire operation, and we are like his knights, which is not the case.
How do you phrase questions like this? Friend?
Important friend. There has to be some further deference. Not friends yet.
So are you coming down?
Oh.
Yes.
Or are you yelling this from the crow's nest?
I realize I have a question, and I say to Fen,
Yeah.
excuse me, one moment.
Absolutely.
And I invoke the power of flight from... And as I'm apologizing, like, just a moment, and the thing is already encircling itself around me, and I just go limp, and it drags me uneasily out of the crow's nest, and then sort of like somebody has missed their cue.
No, this is
Peter
very
Pan.
this is very theatrical.
Yeah, and it's just like, pardon me, across the deck for a ways.
Yeah, there is a period of time where you are just completely just crucified in rigging. So you're welcome to make your entreaty however you want to, but it's absolutely vital that your human body conform to the body that is in the narrative.
Yeah.
So please continue, but I would definitely want to see that hunch, that twist.
Oh, well, I wouldn't ask it in flight. That seems rude. I need the opportunity to get down there and genuflect. I'm not going to do it while I'm talking at her and moving at her.
You could though.
I could, but I come from a matriarchal society. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to...
What an entrance, though.
So here's the solution.
Just getting dragged.
If I may speak, drag on the deck, and then the tentacle releases me near her feet or her fin.
Yeah, it's right up on her bow.
And I do not get up. It's just like
Usually on your
Ultimate sign
side.
of respect.
Supplicate.
The places where your metallic objects have sparked and caused small fires on the ship, Rosie's stamping them all out one by one.
Yeah, it
no
was not-
expression on her face
It
at
was a
all.
little too fast.
Splayed out, face down.
Coming
ass up.
on. Do you, Queen of the Seas?
I am no queen.
Oh, what are you? I'm sorry.
You won't even look at
Her
Sherry.
high priestess. She said it was the priestess.
High Priestess, I'm
He was
sorry.
up there.
She says speak.
Do you refer, when you say the servants of the eye, do you believe us to be servants of this sort of a symbol, or this one? And I have the Acquisitions Incorporated logo on my person, and I display that.
Perhaps you think me an idiot. I am perfectly capable of reading your letters. I can pronounce I.
Enjoy your voyage.
She points at the symbol. She points at Walnut's Documancer's seal.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, your letters are not unknown to me. They're not relevant. No poetry could possibly be rendered in them, but I can make your sounds.
Well, I didn't know that. I can read all, I turn to you guys, I can read all letters. It didn't occur to me for a long time that some people cannot read all letters, all
That's
written
your
language.
privilege, Cathris. That's fine.
Glad you found something new about yourself.
Yeah.
Optimal time.
Is that like a humble brag?
Yeah.
You guys, I can just read all letters. And I-
You mean everyone can't do this?
It's hard for people.
Cathris is so wounded right now. This is coming from.
So I want to look at the priestess and I go,
So as you were looking at her, Cathris is here and just sort of like a pilot, like when you like take one sock and like just like put it into those socks so they don't get separated and just leave it on the floor. Like that's his body at the base of this resplendent woman.
The tentacle starts to come down to fly me back up, and she's like, "No, I'm not done with you yet." Send that
So, but as this is happening, as you're approaching, you can see the ship just rocking on each side as its surface is growing it's growing dense with marrow.
okay, Walnut looks super green. From this. And so she's just trying to look very composed, and it's just a cold sweat. She's like, we could help you. We've actually dealt with Jim Dark Magic in the past successfully. And then she goes, 2 times. They smashed it. She goes, we'd be happy to be of service. Please call off your, and looks at Dinar and goes, what's a nicer word for goons?
Water dogs.
Water dog. Other water folk?
Water friends.
Walnut likes dogs.
It's true. She a water dog.
Call off your merkin.
She reaches.
What is your porpoise?
Here, she reaches into a pouch and then pulls out a pearl and hands it to you.
You go, okay.
Eat it.
We have a designated person for eating weird stuff.
Fear not, I have many.
Okay, great.
We have a designated person for eating weird stuff?
I don't mind.
Okay.
I've already on the deck. I've gone. Just drop it in.
I feel like you're not gonna. Okay. You want me to eat this?
Yeah. She takes another one and just drops like a marble, just like drops it on the deck. Just it's by your mouth.
Gotta
You try to
wiggle
find it.
over.
All right. Well, if you push it in your mouth and I don't see anything happen to you.
Without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Okay. Well, then I'll eat mine.
Exactly this. So you can hear this happening. You can hear that what was a pitched battle has now sort of been tamped down into something approaching diplomacy, but you can tell that it's balanced on the edge of a knife, and it's the sort of thing that boldness and wherewithal, it's the sort of thing that a person of destiny would intervene in. That's all I'm saying.
Is there a door that I may enter from?
Right now, the best way you were able to make your way on was into a crate by the mainmast.
Oh, so I am in a box.
Oh, indeed.
I am
Quite.
okay, fantastic. Do I have to strength check to just bust out of that beast?
It's absolutely vital. that you
Okay,
give us
all
a
right,
strength check.
all I have some,
You
some
have
wicked
one of the
strength.
fancy electronic
I
dice.
do. Thank you to my D&D group for buying this for me.
BYOD.
All
God.
right. Shut up. That's a 6?
Okay, so in the middle of this conversation, you can hear from a crate on the deck.
I'm starting to rock it back and forth now to just be like, something's gotta give.
It's begun to shimmy, but you shimmy it to the point where now you're against the mast and you can't go any further in that direction.
And I'm just confused, so I just keep turning now. Just thunk, thunk, thunk.
Rosie walks over to it and kind of watches it for a
It's like,
second.
as you're moving over, like the marrow on the deck just are like,
Sure.
there's no reaction yet, but they are
Just
making
watching?
sure that
Yeah.
they are containing everything about this.
Yeah. I make eye contact with them too.
Yeah, it's just,
As I walk toward the box, I'm like, yeah, we're both watching each other.
Yeah,
Just
cool.
you watching me, watching
Sup,
you.
fish guys.
Yep. And I'm going to study this box. I'm going to toss a look back to Walnut. All right.
Oh my God. It's all weird.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to try to pry the lid off the crate with the staff of the master. Do you want to strength check on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
As they intended when they built it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
That's a 13.
That's right. Yeah, at the monastery, they had this crate that they couldn't get open. They're like, we need some kind of a fucking rod or something like that.
God's pickle jar.
Exactly. But it was 13?
It was 13.
13 is okay. You whack the side of the crate, and you're able to pop up one corner of the lid.
Of the lid?
Indeed.
Okay. In my confusion, I hear something attacking the other side of the box, and it flips backwards, right? Because I'm just like, oh my god! So it spilling out unceremoniously is a what you would consider tall, but currently in its prone form, it is long. A golden scaled lizard folk. In wearing these strange vaporous robes and traveling finery. And next to her is a battle axe, which looks brittle and made of ancient bones. And she scuttles to her feet and then very proudly takes her time, brandishes her weapon, looks around at everyone and says, "Halt! Stop your battle in this ship in the name of the Blitzen Accord." And then she looks around, she kind of reads the rooms. Doing good, yeah.
I think all eyes turn on Dinar.
And I'm just like,
She freezes. She checks her books for a minute. Okay, wait, okay.
I wave.
Okay.
I'm famous. Do you want me to sign that?
Grandfather? Can it be? Grandfather, Dinar of the Blitzen.
Yeah, that's him.
That's
The
me.
myth. That's him right there.
The man, the myth, our safe. She gets down into a praying position next to you, just utterly at your complete service, and shocked.
Yeah.
Rosie's
This
impressed.
is normal, yeah. I get this a lot.
She says, it would be an incredible honor for you to know my name. I am the chosen one, Cupid. And then she gives herself a self high five and prestidigitation. Little sparks come out like a firework.
Nice.
Well, we've never seen it do that before.
Wow, she's amazing.
I'm a little mad about that.
I liked
I don't like when other people do it.
I liked it a lot better. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
mine's better.
So can you learn to do
The
that?
first was the best.
Who are these people with whom you travel?
Work acquaintances.
You
And
do
fish monsters.
you do work? Oh, things are very different in this realm, aren't they?
Yeah, to a degree. Not really.
Okay. So what's going on here? What's up?
Fighting fish monsters. How was the box?
Marrow are moving across the deck, writhing on their fishy ass tails, and they have got pearls for everybody.
Is Drevis with us? Or do we?
That's a great question.
Yeah, what's Drevis doing?
Yeah.
Am I playing Drevis?
No,
Are you playing Drevis?
Where do you end up?
who knows? Should I
Pat
roll?
emerges from behind.
No, it's like this. It's just like no. It's you're welcome to look around for Drevis in the same way that you would.
Is he in a box too? I just start hitting boxes. Who else is in these boxes?
I see what you're doing. I hit the boxes too.
Where did you come from?
This is a greeting, is it not?
I'll take 2 pearls, intending to hand one to my son, and I thought he was right behind me, but he's not.
Drevis loves drugs. This is weird.
Yeah, Drevis has already taken 10 of them, and he's flying.
He's 100 feet above the boat. No, you can see, you hear decisionist Corbin Shale say, "Damn it!" Okay. And you can see him looking out past the front of the boat, past the priestess.
Oh boy.
And you can see him in the distance rowing the dinghy furiously.
Gotta get that dinghy.
Yeah. And he's
Gotta
like,
get the girl.
"That's twice."
That's
What
the
did I
same-
tell you?
That's the same dinghy?
Oh yeah, listen, he's gonna marry this dinghy. Like,
A boy in his dinghy.
you need to keep an eye on this kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'll be
boy.
back. He's on this Paladin Holy Quest thing. I think he thinks stealing is wrong, but I don't know how long he'll feel that way. So, do you know what? It can just be the business will take care of it. Which, if he doesn't return it, it's on.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, for sure. We'll write to Omen. It's no big. My friend Walnut and Omen go way back. So It's good. We'll figure it out.
Well, it's like, yeah, totally. Exactly what my associate said.
Right. So there are marrow. So you have taken one. You have eaten the pearl.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this pearl trip. This pearl jam. I don't know.
So after a minute or so passes, you are beginning to find it difficult to breathe.
Oh, it's gillyweed.
Rosie, what are you doing? Should have asked first.
I did.
Necklace is loose.
That's
Okay.
It's not me. It's not me. I'm sorry.
You guys feeling like really dehydrated right now?
I would love some like water. Do you have any water?
So the priestess is looking at this bizarre family reunion, just shaking her head. She's like, it's no matter. This will all come out. Fishmen are definitely trying to give you this sacrament.
Yeah.
Okay, I do, staring, waiting. And then I go faster than you. I'm like, I got it. Whatever, I won. I was faster. Mine was faster.
I was going to do it to begin with. I'm going to live forever.
She feels it. I don't even need this. I can hold my breath for up to 15 minutes.
Really doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
Yeah. Just takes a little while.
She's fine.
Okay.
They are each taking an arm, not gently, but not
Taking it for their own.
It's not like WWE, you know what I mean? But they definitely.
Oh, are they going to push us in the water?
It's time for you to come
So
with
with
them,
my
yeah.
last breath, I sling off my documentary bag and I look at all of my sweet, not waterproof paper, and I look at Thris and I just enter your personal space, open up your little horse person bag and shove my documentary bag in it, and then I close it and I grab you and I go. And that's it.
So it's like
Get all that?
the corner. It's like it starts with a corner. It's like it's able to slurp up a couple scraps, like pasta, and then it has to work much harder for the bulk of the bag. But you're helping it along.
Oh, like, yeah, she's got her foot in it. You can't see the motion I'm doing, but just imagine the foot.
I'm wearing the bag and I'm like, it's more gentle than that. You can't do that.
When I was like punching it, she takes out foremother and uses the hilt of it to like bash it in.
Right. It's eventually able to get around it and then twist itself closed a little bit.
I've been thinking about for 2 weeks, all of my papers getting turned to mush, so just wanted to add that.
Yeah. Rosie, as we're getting pulled off the ship, is trying desperately to give you tips on swimming because she knows that you don't know how. And so, like, it'll be fine because we can breathe underwater. It's going to be all right. But she's like, just do a lot of kicking. Kick with your legs. Don't worry so much. These get in the way. Just kick a lot.
She's hearing this like, let me find grandma.
Just kick your problems.
So the marrow are able to cut straight through the water, and you can out in front of them is this this leader figure that was up on the bow of the boat, the boat front, if you will,
Now I get it.
the boat tip.
The nose.
Yeah, the nose.
Boat tip.
Yeah. The boat.
It's one of the two.
Stay tuned for table talk.
Exactly. It's one of the two, but the deeper you get down, it's almost like when you can look at a glass and that the water and oil separate. It's like that here, but for light. You pass through a period of darkness where your senses aren't able to perceive anything. And then once you penetrate the lowest part of that, it's nothing like that. It's perfectly, you're in a place of perfect visibility, beautiful clear water, and you can see all manner of a radical reconfiguration of how a city would work. You can see platforms suspended and tied from trunks of kelp. You can see in the distance as you're passing through small, you assume that they're houses, crafted in concert with coral. And in the distance, you can see what looks like the superstructure of it appears to be made of massive boat hulls,
That's a good boat word.
right? But they're all held in place and then filled all around the rest of it, again, in concert with this shaped coral. But it is not. It isn't just like cement or something. It isn't just like a different type of joinery. This is a living reef that these marrow also dwell in as well.
Like the Gungans.
I'm trying to
Tabletop.
I'm trying to give you the best Star Wars experience I can here.
Picture
Thank
a
you.
dark little mermaid.
That's right.
We've been over this.
Yeah, no, I made this note.
The original little, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you are taken down into the great doors of this hall, and you can see that there's not stairs of the classic sense. They don't require that, but there are tunnels that they travel through. So their tunnels don't need to be as tall, right? They just pass, and as you're being drawn through here, you can see various types of armor, tridents. Like you're moving into a place that is heavily policed, and you are taken not to a royal chamber, but to something adjacent to it. And the priestess brings you in and says you could never enter the royal chamber of our queen garbed like this.
Makeover.
This. What is it?
He looks great.
Plate armor. I'm just like a stone. Just
Wait, can we
being
talk?
dragged along.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Whatever it is about this pearl is allowing you
Okay.
to conceive of language here.
Sweet.
Ooh.
And you also, of course, have your mental capacity to communicate as well.
That's true.
So you can see just in this space, there's garb of various kinds for bipeds. This is not the first time they've had visitors, apparently.
That's nice.
What's it look like? With the understanding that Cthulhu is probably already disrobed.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Claimed
just
one of them.
nakeding.
Yeah.
100%. They have all kinds of stitched. It's almost like the kelp is used in place of a textile. So there are pouches and bags to keep your things. And there's also food here. There's something that looks like an apple, but they're sort of suspended from sheets of seaweed. There's also fish, all the classic water foods that you've heard
Fish and
about.
apples.
That's what they call it.
All right, Paris?
Yeah.
Thrilled.
A Cupid lets out a long breath and says, "See, I told you it was 15 minutes. I can hold it for 15 minutes, if not even longer."
Maybe she is your granddaughter.
Oh, she definitely is.
So wait, I have a question before we get started. And Cthulhu, please put on some clothes. So
Oh! And then she starts drawing it like, whoa!
So
I have
are
copies
you-
already.
Just handing out headshots.
All
Of your
shots,
junk.
any kind of shot.
Yeah.
So are you part lizard folk?
No.
Because I mean,
Look.
like the resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah.
She preens.
Do we now remember the shadow
Yeah.
plane? Like
He's
he
like
came out with a
60
son of
years
his,
old.
Yeah,
Billy or
I was
whatever.
there.
Walnut was not there.
Oh, was it there?
Walnut was getting late.
That's right.
And Walter. Don't forget Walter.
Oh, you don't
time.
remember? Oh,
Walter, right.
Our friends here sold me to the Shadow Realm.
Well,
It's Walter and Robert, I believe.
Yeah, Billy, I think.
Billy.
It was Billy, I think.
Yeah.
Walter. Yeah.
he went willingly.
I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, I seem to remember Rosie saying something like in passing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And when
have
I've been
spoken of our people?
asking this one to wipe my memory.
That's why.
Yeah.
He had to endure or enjoy
No, endure.
60 years of shadow
Creation.
milting, I guess is the term for
Yeah.
fish.
Wow, ew.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had to wipe your memory of us? Because you could not exist in such grandeur otherwise. Coming back to, I mean, have you seen this place? I mean, within like 5 minutes of me being here, I was like on a boat, and now I'm underwater. This place is crap.
Oh, yeah.
You should come back with us. It's like so much better.
No.
Plus, I'm like way famous there, so I can like totally get you into all the cool places.
Am I not famous there?
No, you're totally famous, but like it's gonna, you know, I mean, like.
Who's your dad? You said I'm your grandfather, so who is your?
Shit, I didn't think about the hierarchy. Give me a second. I need to. It's not Walter.
Oh, it's not Walter?
I can help you.
You mentioned Walter. He's my great.
I thought you said, so how?
Grandfather.
Time shift.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's like 7 or 8 past.
Okay.
But he was so cool. I
was
can
the
see where he
worst
gets it from. What?
He was the one I hated the most.
And she's already kind of like, okay, what? Like, this is not what I was expecting at all. So she's like,
Yeah, where
okay,
did you come
great.
from? I'm
I'm from the shadow realm. The realm of shadow.
Why were you in a box?
Because I was hiding, duh.
All right, that makes sense. That's all I got. Interrogation over. I just start taking my armor off and putting on kilt.
I hold for a minute, and then I hold my axe in a kind of like cradling way, and I start whispering a little bit.
What's going on there, little friend?
It's your jam.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So how do you want this? How do you want this to go?
I want to ask something. I was like, was he always like this? Am I sure that this is the right guy?
He was not my friend.
Who are you talking
You
to?
have friends?
I have one friend.
Where is he?
No.
I had 2 friends.
Okay. Do
One
you think
of them
he's here?
died.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's part of therapy, honey. Okay, well, maybe we can find your other friend. And I just kind of like prop it back over my shoulder. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Does it, I mean.
I don't need to play. I'm just delighted.
Yes, he says, you must give him the button. Krithris Drow.
The button.
The button that fell from his cloak so long ago.
The naked guy?
It is he.
Really?
It is he.
This guy's your friend?
He is my.
She's super not sold on this now. This realm fucking sucks.
He is my friend, and I am his friend.
Okay.
He said so.
She walks up and she's like, dude, I'm supposed to give you this button or something. I think it's like you're not even wearing, I don't know. And she kind of like positions it more or less so she can't see his crotch.
No, don't worry.
Here it is.
You place it like right over the glands.
Yeah, just
Gross.
not where I wanted it to be.
No, don't worry. I've already taken the incorrectly, like the smallest possible. It's probably not one of the intended pieces of clothing. It is a strip of kelp. It's just enough.
It's like for
Like a
children.
dick sock,
It's
just like
yeah.
kelp.
cuts off here. You're wearing the kids' clothes. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I give you. I'm supposed to give this to you. It's from him, and I just like I just kind of like show the axe.
Sar?
Indeed. Indeed, she wields Hussar. Hussar is aged.
A bone
now.
naga, I remember.
Indeed.
My brief friend.
And now a battle axe.
Indeed,
Heyo.
but almost like decrepit, even more decrepit than usual, and transformed into this sort of ritual axe.
Said you go back for him. Now he's an axe.
Yeah.
That's Amy, not Lana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I was a little bit late, I guess.
He doesn't seem mad.
How have you been? We've been through a lot.
Well, you know, how fares my king?
Oh boy.
He had many an adventure, and
He was so virile.
he certainly probably was before I met him.
Wait, isn't that guy the king?
That
Different.
different
king.
different king.
What the fuck, Hussar?
Better king.
Are we supposed to go? Man, we gotta have a talk about. Save it for therapy. Save it for therapy. Okay.
But I would love to let you know that even now he lives on within me and on me.
Without
on
you.
me.
Well, you remember that I have eaten some pieces of him also
Yes.
as a snack.
Oh God.
I feel like it's better to not show him the the dried out vest.
Yeah, exactly.
That Lizard King was.
But it's hanging up.
No, well, it's,
Yeah,
behind,
it's-
it's behind the cloak, and now I'm gonna put it in the bag first, and I'm gonna put my cloak back on, ideally. Will they? Oh, that's a good question. Will they permit us to wear? In other words, our AC is at the mercy of whatever this kelp provides. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't go in there with my cloak.
It's not great AC. I gotta be honest with you.
Okay, so that stuff. I'll have
This
to
isn't
stay
like
By design.
steel kelp.
Also, I just realized, can mushrooms breathe underwater? What's Cappy's situation looking like?
You fed him a pearl.
Or should I fed him a pearl?
It's moist.
Rewind time. I fed him a pearl.
Yeah, it's moist.
He's fine.
Walnut looks at all the kelp and goes, so there's like separate changing areas.
No, it is a single, massive. It is a single room.
Walnut's just like, okay, you all do it, and I won't watch, and then everyone leaves, and then me. And she just sits in the corner, waiting for everyone to finish.
Rosie's modest. She's changing into the halfling-sized, the most halfling-sized garb she
Yeah,
can
it's
find.
something, but it's like it's almost a parody of what you'd expect. It's like a tiny like lederhosen. It's like they don't have like the best. You know what I mean? Like they don't have a lot. It's like not even they read a book. It's like someone they knew read a book and told them about it when they were drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, well that happens to be Rosie's fashion sense. So she's thrilled about
It's like it goes down like just above the knee.
Yeah, little
and
short
then it's
shorts.
little straps.
Yeah, little straps. And she doesn't like she's not Cthulhu's level of like disrobing,
Yeah.
but she is facing toward a wall so as to be genteel and not to offend
Locker room
Walnut.
rules.
Yeah, but she's jacked as hell. She's got this like roped, corded old lady muscle, and like just
underneath the robe.
spare and
Yeah.
gnarly looking, and then she covers it up.
Whoa.
Just like a full back tattoo.
Yeah, yeah.
Snakes eating each other.
You know she's got some mad
Some
tats
twisted
back there.
shit back there.
Yeah,
Ink.
yeah.
It says like grandma
Ink.
don't play.
Granny don't play, but it's misspelled.
Oh yeah.
How do you
get
get
it.
nude?
Yeah, how do you get
Yeah.
nude? Slower.
This is true. Like it is real labor.
Yeah, that plate
Down
mail has
here.
got to be a pain in the ass.
you want help?
Yeah, I can help you. I am very good at this. All right, I've got all the buckles, and what armor is this?
The best.
The
'cause it's
best
mine.
armor?
Everything I
There's
have is
just
the best.
buckles everywhere. It doesn't need to be. There's like little gears and stuff. Is this steampunk? What is this?
I think it
It's
was.
just useless pieces of. This is ridiculous. Okay, fine. She's gonna take some kelp
Yeah.
and then like kind of start tucking it under her robe.
There we go.
And then when she takes off the robe, there's just like a halter top bikini that she's made. And she's like, ta-da!
The dress just goes.
Yeah.
I want to find like a bathrobe of kelp, just like a
Like
big.
a spa day.
Yeah, like a spa day bathrobe tied and cinched in the middle.
Yeah.
Just like barely open.
It's not hard. The garb is all the way from the
a
halfling.
kelp mask.
Yeah.
Cucumbers. Sea cucumbers. Just
Sea cucumbers.
Magazine.
yeah.
It's like
That's what we're here for, right?
in style.
When in reef.
I was just gonna say Walnut's wearing at least 5 pieces of clothes, so she is still covered from wrist to ankle, like completely puritanical.
I also
It's
want to
just
add,
like
Pants and shirt, but
neck
7 of them. Yeah.
let me also add that because we're underwater, like this loincloth it would work where there's gravity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And air is not affected too much, but here it does not do anything.
And also, it's very much just like, and then like depending on the angle, it's the same as not having anything.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's like, it looks like it could be like a cummerbund or the loincloth.
It's just like
or like a
decor.
flag. It's nothing.
Just torso decor.
Napkin.
Right.
So,
Rosie makes sure to
lot about
always stand
ourselves.
in front of you.
We're ready.
yeah, so three marrow materialize in this place, and then lead you back through this tunnel. You're able to hold on to various points of their trident, and you're sort of pulled through this space. And when you enter into the throne chamber, as I said before, you could tell from the outside, but in here, it's not decor. It isn't like an interior design choice. This is a completely functional reef. So schools of fish are moving unharried. There's curious eels poking out to see what new sights.
Bugatti is very curious about those brethren.
Oh, there's lots. There are lots. There's no shortage of strange undersea friends for Legati down here. But you are brought up to an empty throne chamber, behind which there is a curtain of scales and kelp, iridescent scales, and then something happens that you can't sense. Whatever it is, you don't have the organ required to know when you should be operating at maximum deference down here. They perceive some signal, and they immediately bow toward this empty throne.
As soon as I notice, I do the best I can. Yeah.
I bow.
Just look around like.
Yeah.
I'm watching him.
Yeah.
Waiting for him to go. You gonna
It's just like chicken.
It's gonna race.
It's like deference chicken.
Yeah.
Then I get taller. I think a lower.
And then she just hits the ground. She's
Out.
I did it.
You're trying to lay down, but you're still a couple inches up, and you're just kind of
Yeah. Just,
doing your best. There's some strange current in here, and then you can see that these gleaming scales and the kelp sort of rise up with the entrance of this queen that they have called Sundra Frill. You have overheard this.
Oh my God, she just sounds regal.
You have overheard this many times as you were preparing yourself. And then you can see that the kelp and the scales just sort of they rise up and they sort of drape themselves over what looks to be a maybe 15-foot long salmon. That
Fully salmonized.
That's a
just
big
no
a
question.
salmon,
It's just a fish.
just a fish.
Like it's a 2-half mermaid.
not two tails.
No, like a fish head, but then also a fish tail,
tail.
like a fish.
It's just a fish.
Real big fish.
It's just a
Right.
massive fish, and as soon as she comes out and just sort of comes to rest over whatever the it's like sea anemones, like
Yeah.
just soft, just lays down, and then as soon as she comes into contact out from this mesh, this undersea warren of the coral, fish come out and immediately begin to cleanse every scale on her body, and you can tell as you're watching the transformation. It's like the Disney movie where it's like the glasses come off and then the hair, but like the fish version.
She was a fish the whole time.
Wait, so they come cleanse her and we're like, oh, now she's so clean and it's beautiful.
Now she's a clean fish?
Yeah,
Is that, okay.
but still a fish.
Okay,
Definitely
so
a
she's a
fish.
very shiny fish.
And now she's
Okay.
clean.
I'm going to whisper to Hussar, dude, I'm getting hungry.
A marrow snaps his head.
Just stare at him like,
Sundra Frill addresses the group. Says, servants of the eye. And remember, it's like a salmon mouth. So the
like
whole...
those singing fish?
Yeah, the whole bottom,
bass.
the chin is up real high. It's real, too high on the bottom. And she says, yes, the last time the eye visited us, it was all smiles. Smiles of deceit,
Well, that sounds on brand.
lie mouths,
Yep, okay.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
I get it. He's not great.
lies.
Lots of lies.
Well,
We're not with him.
yeah. It's just a quick sorry.
She said, he's not great.
Well, I'm interested in what you
You
think.
speak of my husband.
I thought we were talking about someone else. Who's your husband? Save me, guys. I'm dying.
Tell me, is your husband Jim Dark Magic?
Yes.
King
And I am his wife
Jim Dark Magic.
of the surface world.
When were you wed?
2 years ago.
Down here?
Where else?
I mean, there's the surface world. Is another place that it could have gone down.
As you said, as I mentioned, the surface world. She looks over at the court. The court now, just as the curious eels had begun, this place is now rapidly filling with every tier of Marrow society. There's a lot of curiosity about this, and at the mention of the surface world as a place one could possibly be married, she turns her chin over to one of the factions that is materialized here, and she doesn't have to say anything. Like, that's just ridiculous on the face of it. You can tell that whatever a salmon accounts as a smile is now occurring.
I do the same. I'm just like, yes. Up there. It's ridiculous.
Well, it sounds like you got yourself in a pretty good situation. You're a queen, he's a king, things are good.
Yeah, what could be?
We had an arrangement.
What was it?
We would protect his vessels
Okay.
as long as he maintained our pact.
Which was?
7 nights each year.
Of?
That's not for you to know.
Okay, we have to set enough.
Are we going to pimp out Dinar again?
No.
And then I'm going to be here for it? I'm
It's very awkward.
going to be like distantly
Fish
related
kids,
to
lizard
fish.
kids.
Yeah, just all over the place.
So when was the last time you saw King Dark Magic?
A year ago.
And he's due
Quite.
for his week.
Well,
So you will communicate this to him in any way I see fit.
And in exchange, your people will stop attacking our boats.
This depends upon the actions of the king, of course. There are many ways to communicate this to him. From our perspective, my feeling, and I suspect the court will agree, is that when your bodies wash up into the harbor of Neverwinter, our communique, coarse though it may be, will arrive.
well, we actually have a direct line to your husband.
Is that so?
That is so.
Great queen. Our murders and subsequent beaching would indeed be an effective method. And I pause a little too long for everybody's taste.
You're like, your eyes wander. You're kind of thinking about it.
Like, should I continue? Yeah. But there is another way. In fact, it may even return a response for you right now. I have.
There, you hear a few mordant chuckles from the court, and they don't sound like Marrow. You've heard that.
Uh-oh.
This crowd is very large now. It could hide any manner of participant in this court.
Even air breathing?
We're air breathing.
Well, I know, but I know we're here.
I can hold my breath for 15 minutes.
Is it just water this time? I can attend to raise him via the spell of sending and send a message. You have not been able to contact him any other way?
No. Do you think we haven't tried? He's my husband.
I just wanted to understand to ascertain the directness, the nature of these attempts, to better understand why he.
I cannot believe that you are still talking.
I go. So I will. Now I've never used this spell before, sending, in which I may send a message of 25 words to a person I'm familiar with.
D&D tweets.
That's right.
Slide into his DMs.
And I may receive.
You're the dark magic DMs. Oh, shit.
We got there.
Hashtag.
That's nice. No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
And I can receive a message back, provided that they wish to send it. I assume.
Yeah. So what? How do you want to construct? Hold on. Did you draw a picture of Queen Sundra Frill?
Yeah, I'm just trying to draw.
Put it in the dice.
Kind of
Put it in the dice.
The regal, the beautiful.
She's beautiful.
I'm not done with it. by any means. Yeah.
Oh, dude, be sure to draw some of the pilot fish.
Oh yeah, just like
The ones cleaning her?
framing her. Yeah.
You need a
cherubs.
little person like for scale.
Yeah.
Just somebody next to her holding her up. Sorry. Your question was,
what's your message?
what's my message? Yeah. Gosh, do I want to maximize these 25 words? I want to.
He can't reply, right?
This. No, he can reply to me.
Oh, okay.
But I assume he may not.
It's gonna be new phone who dis, and that's it.
Let's see.
It's somebody you have to be familiar with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, your fish wife gonna kill us. Come down, sleep with.
Come, fish wife gonna kill
here, fuck a
us.
fish, please.
Come
Gosh,
down,
sleep with fish.
fish.
I'm not going to say
You
that.
don't have to do all
only 10.
25. You should,
Now. Don't want to die. Don't want to die.
you've met Jim before, right?
I have met him.
I've met him too, and I thought he was horrible.
I wasn't. I mean, he's okay.
Yeah, I like him.
I mean, yeah, okay. Do you think that there's something that we could say to get him down here that's not what's currently happening?
Oh, deception.
That's a good idea. Are we doing this by let's communicate
Yes,
that?
Sure.
I'm not saying it in front of the fish.
No.
I think the chance of Mr. Dark Magic coming down here for what's actually happening is probably 0. Maybe we could tell him, what is he like?
He likes spells.
He likes being adored. I think he also likes not dying of
Yeah,
resurrection sickness.
He's dying of the resurrection. Tell him there's a cure down here.
Yeah.
Are you also in on that? Because I'm not,
Great.
so I have no idea.
Yes, send him a message saying, we found the cure for your sickness and your fan club is here.
God, I
you
could
go.
send more than that. But part of the message, like the header of the message, is he knows who sends it. It's not anonymous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, okay.
It's the intimacy is part of it.
Stationary?
And you gotta include the location.
From the mind of
Longitude, latitude.
Yeah,
Include
exactly.
the longitude and latitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start with that information.
I'm a cartographer, so I can tell you that.
Okay, yeah, we parcel that out into however many words it's
Absolutely,
required.
yeah.
And then like we
Hello, friend.
Queen Frill, your wife, has found the cure.
Yeah, that's 10.
You must return.
Don't mention the queen. Just
No,
get him down
why
here.
not?
Who cares? Once we just shove him in front of her and
I
go
see.
away. That is his problem, not our
I'm glad
problem.
we're all workshopping this before I push out the door.
Drafting it. Yeah.
Now you're right. Let's just do it. But he might have an idea, since where we are. That's fine. I'm going to exclude the queen. I'm going to say that the cure to your condition. God, Cthulhu is
God,
wordy.
This is wordy.
Shut up.
25 words.
We're out.
All right, you're good.
This
No,
is it.
I can convey that. Yeah, the cure.
You're underneath
The
it.
cure is here, beneath the waves.
Curious here beneath the waves and your
In
fan
Waterdeep,
club.
presumably?
No, the name of
And a,
Neverwinter.
where we are. Yeah,
and a bunch
sorry.
of cool
Yeah, I'm
magic
sorry.
shit.
We're-
He likes
we're
magic.
Neverwinter.
And a bunch of cool magic
exactly.
shit.
And a bunch of cool magic shit.
Yay.
Love.
Yay, yay.
Yay.
Love.
Team C.
Team C.
Team C.
Boy.
Boy.
That's it.
P.S. And then we run out. I don't have any more. Yeah.
So you send that one off,
I do send it off.
and then how do you? Let me see the sending card real quick.
Yeah, take a look.
He get a tweet back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah. So, but this requires verbal, somatic, and material components.
no.
You have a material component.
No. I'm not worried about the material components.
verbal that
I'm
might
saying
not
you
work.
have to speak. The pearl will help you. Will you speak? But I'm saying it is very obvious that you were casting a spell in the middle of this, in this place. And so these tridents are leveled, and you maintain your concentration and send it. And then about 30 seconds pass, and you receive a sending back. It says, this is from Jim Dark Magic. It says, just scryed you. You're with all those fish. No fucking way. Queen Sundra Frill says, yes, we have had more entertaining wizards in our court, have we not?
She didn't.
She says, child.
Cupid is immediately on the, so we're totally chill here.
Yeah.
She's just like, so like, I'm also royalty. It's super cool to meet you and everything. And I also know a lot about like people who don't come back. Like when it's part of a prophecy or like they're supposed to, or like stuff is happening and shit's going down and you're just, weirdly alone. I totally get you on this. Like who is this king that we're supposed to get? I bet for us it's gonna be like super easy.
It's a shame that you won't live long enough to learn to speak well. And
Can I punch a fish?
She casts a gaze from her giant fishy eye left and right. There's some twitch that she is she's able to commit, and immediately tridents are leveled. And there's a voice that you recognize, Walnut. You can see a shape sort of emerge from a group, and sort of it comes out into the center of this area, into the audience chamber itself, flanked by two young women in black robes. You see Mendes Vale, who spoke to you. Who spoke to you atop the cart.
After Nemazir.
And the queen says, World Right Vale, what do you have? What do you have to say on this matter? It's like she doesn't want to assume that all surface dwellers know each other. You know what I mean? But she doesn't want to be that person. And he says, I cannot abide the insult that these people have committed to you. And I cannot abide the insult of Jim Dark Magic against your royalty. He says, but they are my prey, and I would kill them myself. And you have my guarantee in this matter. I am aggrieved by their behavior, but there is no reason to muddle the water of this court with their blood.
Yeah, we're the worst.
I look at Cathris real quick because he doesn't know who they are, and I point to one of the women and I go, Sisters of Maleth.
Oh, okay. So you can tell right away. You can feel underneath the waves. You can feel like the natural forces that bind these chunks of the altars together. Mm-hmm. You can feel it sort of rising and reaching behind you, but this is occurring behind you, so it's actually pulling it against your throat here in the deep. If you turn to see him, you can see that he wears on a chain a chunk of black altar, and his focus has two symbols on it. One of Maleth and another one of these icons that has brought you such torment, because it's not language. Just like the it can't be translated. It can't be understood. It can only be consumed.
So, am I able to see it at this distance, or I can just tell that I cannot? I don't know what it is.
You just know. You know that it's something that you need to have. And the queen says, "How will you do this? Tell me how you will do it." And he says, "When they least expect it, my lady, I will kill each of them in a place that they believe is a place of safety. I'll save one for whom I have reserved a fate worse than death."
Jeez.
Fingers crossed.
Sounds better than dying right now. I'll take it.
Grandpa, what have you gotten yourself into?
Yeah, it's like
She's just watching this like, what the hell?
It's a normal Tuesday, kid.
So she nods.
Okay.
She nods from her perch. This is Dungeons and Dragons. You can play all you want.
Fish can nod?
I want to...
Yes.
This is too much for
Dungeons
me.
and Dragons.
Now you've lost me. Everything until a fish nodding its head, I was in.
So I look at Mendes. That's his name, Mendes Vale?
Mendes
Mendes Vale. And I see that he has a focus on.
He does.
And
He does that symbol that was a symbol of terror and hatred, but has now been completely reconfigured in your
It
mind.
has, now that I know that Maleth was taken away and not a betrayer. Not her fault. I look at him and I go, I say, you wear Maleth's mark. I say that.
Did we serve her?
And I say, and I'm just tries real hard here. And it's very difficult. But she goes, in a way I serve Maleth too.
He cocks his head.
And I go, I saw her in a vision. And I say, I saw them both.
He does not like that.
That's fine. And I say, I saw what truly happened to her. And I go, and I say, and I kind of look at this.
I convey to him, I invade his mind, and I say, she chose me as her vessel for a time.
Yeah, and I say, help us. So we're here to help Maleth. We're here to find her and set her free.
Yeah. He says, we could not possibly serve the same Maleth.
Is it a common name?
Yeah. Maleth Jones.
Kid Maleth anymore. And then I go, it's possible that what you know is not Maleth. And I say, but, and I say, well, I don't know. They got the same symbol.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well.
Bye.
No,
Bye,
yeah,
see
well, I was
ya.
like, well, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'd be like, I don't know who you think you're serving, but if you don't think it's the same person, then you shouldn't be wearing that symbol, and you shouldn't be saying her name, because you don't know about her whole thing. Yeah. Wallace is getting very
exactly.
petulant and indignant.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
She's like,
you don't
actually,
know.
you don't know.
I say to him, it's a lazy solution to the problem you now have.
He says,
Name 3 Maleth albums.
yeah, exactly.
Big Maleth fan.
Yeah, it's like, what's your Maleth album? He says, as I suggested, we'll be seeing each other soon enough. We may have a moment to discuss it then.
Real quick before you go, who was the one you're going to kill last?
Worse than
death?
I think.
Worse than death, but not death, right? Was it me?
But not death. Not death?
Yeah, not death, right? Is it me? Just want to.
It's okay. We can just go home.
Walnut does a hand gesture
could just
that
go home.
you've never seen before, but is
My home.
100% flipping the bird. Her Grove's version of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the
I haven't designed it yet.
it's the EPA version. It's that wing flap in the back. So,
But like angry, like.
yeah,
Yeah, it has to
exactly.
hurt your hand after.
So,
This one hurts.
the queen seems satisfied with this solution.
Great.
All right.
You are gripped, just as before, something like a fish net woven out of kelp that includes any of the pieces that you might have removed, any of the naked Cathris clothes are sequestered in there. They don't want that kind of trash down here.
Me neither.
And they drag you up, and you can sort of see like their sky is completely dark. It's just this dark layer of water above their city. And then once you pierce that, you get back up all the way to the top, and you can see Doldroma, Fen, and Corbin Shale just like looking worriedly over the edge of the ship.
So, just to be very clear, Queen Sandra Frill said we have to contact Jim, and she was going to kill us to do it. And then Mendes Vale showed up and said, I will contact Jim, and also these are mine to kill.
Yeah, exactly, they're mine.
Okay, I will do your quest, and don't kill these fools.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but
All right.
but they're pals, I guess.
So, I think we got off pretty easy because I got the vibe he was going to kill us anyway. So, like, net positive.
It's a win.
It's a win. Chalk that up as a win.
It's your relentless optimism.
Everyone
I love
in.
you so much.
So
Huddle
they're,
up.
so they are immediately like Doldruma sees you come up and just she throws they're throwing ropes over the side, and they're reaching out and trying to help you guys, trying to pull you back.
You
up
vomit out
onto
the
the
pearls.
ship.
Yeah, do we get like pulled up? We're still in the kelp, and then like somehow like our clothes just get like thrown up. Like
I'm pushing on Dinar. I'm like, take him first. Also, I breathe out. I'm like, yes, another 15 minutes. I got this.
She's a beast.
She's also very impressed with you, by the way. She was just like, yeah, sass that queen. Yeah, do this.
Queen sass.
when I was like,
She's kind of feeling it. She's like, oh.
Exactly. You can't see him anywhere. You can't see Drevis anywhere on the water.
On the
He's
dinghy.
made very good time.
He is going
He's
nuts.
all upper body strength. you
Yeah,
know?
it's just that.
Yeah,
side.
yeah. It's all right. It's for the best. I'm always sad to see him arrive, and I'm always a little sad to see him go.
So Corbin Shale says, "Are they coming back?"
Not for us.
your boat, your ship, it's not going to be protected anymore. Apparently, Mr. Jim Dark Magic had a pact with the Fish Queen to protect.
He said that he handled this.
Well, and then he didn't because he's apparently dying of some grape robbing disease. I don't know.
Yeah, he said that he had negotiated an incredible deal.
Well, he didn't.
He did. Well, he did, but he is not fulfilling his side of the deal.
Side of it. And
What's he supposed to do?
Bang a fish.
Well, okay. I mean,
Yes.
7 days.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
7 nights a year.
7 nights a year.
Bang a
He's
fish for 7
promised.
days.
with a fish queen.
Oh well, that certainly has to be considered a win.
See, that's what I was thinking. I absolutely
It was
think
really big.
if
was a
you
big
have like if you said that you're gonna come back, you know, you should.
Or if you said you weren't ever going to come back.
If it was written in all of these books that you're supposed to, you know, like come back, that's a difference of the deal.
Corbin Shale says, "I thought I understood the conversation we were having, but then it seems like there's a different."
There's a lot going on.
Okay.
Wait, but I think that, and then Walnut looks at Doldruma and goes, I think we can solve this problem with documancy. What? He starts rifling
Documancy
through.
montage.
A montage. Yeah.
And it's a montage of them filling out forms, like Walnut's like laying stuff out
Like
on
over the
deck.
deck.
And they like have quills out, and it's just like it's like red ink. It's like Xing stuff out, and then it's like offender, and it's like Jim Dark Magic, and it's just like, ratting him out to the
Rosie's,
head office.
there's like Rosie bringing you fresh ink pots and like wiping your brow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No,
Like, it's like a wrist-
Corbin Shale. They're like catching squid.
Yeah.
He's like removing the ink sac, handing it over.
Just squeezing it out.
You can actually make a little quill out of the bone inside a squid. Talk about it on Table Talk.
Oh, totally.
Anyway,
That beak.
So
anyway, so then yeah, they it's a Team N files document saying that there's Trubs and that with Jim Dark Magic the whole thing, and then Team C does the whole thing, and then we can deliver mail by just shoving them in Cthulhu's bag. So
That's true.
I walk over to him, and Doldruma should have like a whole armful of them too. And I go to Cthulhu and I go, "Okay, you're ready."
I'm stretching that mouth open.
Walnut's a monster.
I have,
She's
like,
the type
one or
of
two
person
more. I'm like, oh,
that
I-
puts
I-
things in the mailbox one at a time. Put it in, check. Put it in, check.
But the best part is that Cthulhu doesn't care at all. He's like, yes, that's the right way to do it. Yeah.
I'm checking each one. Yep. Goes in. Yes.
And then I look at Cupid and I go, you can put one in.
she puts one in.
And then just last second, Walnut goes, never mind. Just
Her fingers are all smudged with like other ink. She's like trying to use the same ink to just be like, man, this documents. Why don't we have this?
See?
Like,
This is a new art form. And so, but Doldruma is like right there with you. She's like, 27B, 27C. And like, she's just counting them all out, and then she's
she
like
holds her own.
doing it sideways. It's like, okay, yep, okay, that should be right. And then she's sort of like the subheadings, all the categorizations. She's
So many
right.
wax seals.
She's right there. Oh yeah, she's right there. It's like she's heating the wax. It's like bam,
Erotically
bam,
dripping the
bam.
wax.
Oh, yeah. There's a few moments of this that are like Showtime like
for sure.
11 o'clock at night.
Kenji was playing the whole time.
You know what I'm
Very,
talking
a very
about?
specific sub-channel
whole
of
time?
Showtime.
Exactly.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
can Rosie be navigating us back?
Absolutely.
Are we going back
You
to
should.
Neverwinter?
You have to.
Okay.
Don't we have to go to the
girl.
No,
we're going
you-
across to the
Oh,
girl.
sorry.
You
Yeah, yeah.
probably where dreams went.
Across to the right. All right.
Maybe.
We continue our way while you guys are doing this. Rosie's saying cool ship stuff like
Trim the main.
that's one thing that she says, and it's awesome.
One of many.
Yeah.
For some reason, Rosie still uses the word larboard. It's a deep cut.
Larboard.
Also, she
Just
calls
old-fashioned.
the crow's nest a main top.
Yep.
That's for you guys.
Yeah.
You put it out now.
Boat boys out there.
Yeah, we've been doing that.
missing
We've been
this.
doing that history.
Yeah. For cartographizing.
That's what we use it for.
We do. Oh, that's an 8 though. She didn't do so good on that.
But on its side.
But she could use advantage.
Actually, that's true. Here,
Yeah. why don't we
Rosie
do that?
advantage,
Why
but
don't we do
Jow.
that?
Yeah, it's a good time.
That's a 10.
It's not good.
Well, it's a history, right? So like this is a new ship.
exactly.
right.
But
This
it's
is
not.
newfangled stuff.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's
bad.
odd. I mean, you had to sort of reverse engineer this
Right.
this scenario. You're trying to
Yeah.
navigate to something that is not on a map
Right.
that you found with the help of birds.
And with a boat that is kind of a piece of crap. Let's all be honest.
Hey,
It's-
hey.
It's seen better days.
Well,
named after lingerie, too.
Victoria's Secret.
Mary Widow.
Oh.
That's those ones where it goes like, you know what, table talk, I'll tell you
boat-
exactly.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
goes
I got
like-
Boats and I got lingerie.
Like the clips on the legs.
that's where all of her points are, and like Vor. For some reason. There's also Vor in there.
This is a great adventure.
Yes, perfect. I thought we were going to lighthouse. Can we not see a lighthouse?
Same.
Going.
Oh, okay.
Is it daytime?
It might be.
is day-
Yeah. We're like, look, I can't see the
Rosie's definitely the kind of person, though, who, when she gets her bad history check on her cartographizing, she
Yeah.
will blame the boat.
Oh, yeah,
Totally the boat's fault.
absolutely. Well, yeah, because it's sort of like it's listing or something.
It's
or
listing. It's
boat.
been listing since we saw it. Every time I'm like, it's listing again.
Listing lazily to the left.
That's right.
Exactly. Boat shit.
Boat shit and listing.
Problems.
Yeah. It's not Rosie's fault.
As I bring the battle axe over to him, he just really wants to catch up, and I just like kind of push it into like his chest and walk away again. Like I'm fucking sick of this.
Ordinarily, the top part of the head and the lower part of the head sort of form that axe shape, but then just snaps closed, and he's ready. He's ready to interact with you.
I say, I didn't get a chance to tell you down there, but if it weren't for those pearls that they fed us, you would have eaten very well. It's a picturesque humor. It's very rare for him.
You think it's a smile? You don't know. I mean, you don't know what is happening with this
He's
skull.
been an axe for so long.
Yeah,
How do
exactly.
you smile?
It's like when a dog smiles.
the
It's
plates
like,
are like-
are you hungry? Are you thirsty? What is this emotion? I can't read it.
Yeah,
So Hussar says, well, how have you been?
I've been busy. Not as much time has passed here in this realm. I still don't quite understand the nature of the Shadow Realm, but I'm incredibly curious.
Well, let me tell you what's happened to me. The entire dragon's horde was dismantled by usurpers. I was killed several times.
A knowing nod.
Yeah. They took the central column where the king lived and its shadow portal and built a kind of temple around it. And I found, once I regained life, that I could crawl into the shadow portal. And for some reason, they believed everything I said about everything. I have a trusting face. I don't know what it is.
Agree.
Axe face.
Two blades. I can see that.
He said, I told them all kinds of stories and they started writing them down. And for whatever reason, they oriented their entire society around it. But long story short, I'm back. We can hang out.
This is great. I meant to come back for you, instead.
Yes, I have every faith that you intended to. I would never impugn that desire. I always knew that to be true.
What are your equipment stats?
Yeah, is he a +1, please? Like, anything special?
No, I say, not having done it before, I say, oh, would you indulge me? May I wield you?
He says, oh, absolutely.
Get that heft.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you even pick it up?
What's your strength?
I might not be able to. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
just this massive.
He's pretty big.
It's this massive spinal column
right.
with a sharp set of teeth and a weird head at the top of it.
Wait, hold on a second. There's no way I could lift it.
Yeah,
I'm not picking him up.
I'm
Like twice mine.
You can touch him.
really.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him a pet.
Yeah, you can pet him. Yeah.
Yeah, I do it in that way of
can drag him around with you.
sort of lug. Yeah. No, I lean him against the wall when I realize it's not. I don't want to drop him.
Yeah, exactly.
Very rude.
He's like, this is fine.
Just here, Scott.
This is fine. This is great. If you need anything, I'll be right here where you left me. This has happened a couple times.
No problem. I'll tell Cupid where you are, in case she needs use of you.
Okay, great.
It's good to have you back.
He's sitting back, and you can just see his like eyes, just like wherever you go in the boat. He's just like it's like those portraits. It's just like
looking.
wherever you go, you always think Hussar might be interested in your
Yeah.
current location.
God, that's horrifying.
And I'm kind of cool with being free of it for a while, so I'm just like
just rest.
just staring at Walnut. Just
Blissful
like,
silence. Walnut's looking at Dinar going, so, again, 60 years in the Shadow Realm?
Yeah.
Is that real? Why didn't I file paperwork on that?
I don't know. Why didn't you? It was very traumatic.
Well, I guess I could do some in... Oh, yeah, well, geez. Walnut gets out a notepad. Oh, God, geez, wow. she goes, so 60 years... And she goes, okay, so day one, walk me through that. And she goes,
Just
so
like-
you get there and,
They made me their king.
okay.
Date one?
Day one, yeah. Right from the word go.
Wow.
It was kind of crazy. Then they
Okay.
showed me a room full of eggs.
And then
I had to inseminate the eggs.
Walnut goes, okay, well, I got it from here.
Yeah, that, copy paste, Control C, Control V for 60 years.
so Cupid walks over and she's like, all right, so like I heard you got it was a lot like that also, and she brings out like a stack of a couple books and she's like, it's all in here as well if you want to borrow them. You did a really good job earlier. I thought it was really great. Firework.
Walnut's like, that's great. Oh yeah, now she's like not entirely. She's wondering if like maybe this is like part of the charade. Like maybe this is Mendez planted there because he knew he was gonna like assassinate them. She's like, yeah, okay. And now wherever Cupid is, Walnut's like keeping an eye on her, but very much like, what is gonna happen? So she's reading the books in the corner. Like,
Whatever book you're reading, I'm reading the next one.
oh yeah.
Because I know it's got
Spoilers.
It's got some filth in it.
It's
then
a
also
little dirty. This is like way, way, way down the line. Like the books
Yeah.
that you're reading are not directly about him. They're like stories that might have been mythological tales of what might have happened.
Sure.
Like this is some like Bible-esque
Yeah,
stuff
gross
in it.
exaggerations. yeah.
Rosie's
And it's
flipping
like-
through it looking for the
But
dirty
also
stuff.
you're driving, so it's like you have the book here, and then you're steering the ship, right?
This-
Or like
this-
navigating.
Yeah,
You're
Explains
just
the
like,
six.
this is bullshit. He couldn't breathe fire. You can't breathe fire. This is nonsense. He's not
Rosie will never-
80 feet tall.
But the best part is that Dinar would love these books.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a little manual. There's a tiny little manual of like manners and things that you do. It's like, okay, so on your first dinner with new friends or acquaintances, you have the ceremonial eggie, which you cook and split among the group.
It's just been filtered down.
Like,
horrible.
because it has nothing to do with anything, but like there is an eggie, and it's like kind of like this ritual
You
thing.
all eat it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
wouldn't
and
stop
it's,
talking about it the whole time,
and
right?
it becomes like a gesture of friendship, where it's like if you meet a new friend or if you find an egg on the way, then like part of it is you keep the eggs, but then you get rid of them in some like beautiful kind of fashion, like giving it away to someone else or eating it with.
You greet each other.
Yeah. So you keep
eggs
it for
to meet you.
You keep it for a while, but then eventually it is lost to the world.
When you break up with someone, you say you're no eggy.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And that is deep.
That's
That's intense.
Eggs to meet you, and also to you.
And also with you.
Yes, and also with you. Eggs with
Are
you.
are the characters having table talk right now?
No, we're reading the manuals to each other.
Yeah.
Now,
This couldn't have happened.
I'm like, can I do this?
When you give someone an egg, you regret it about 3 months later.
Now, Rosie.
Yeah.
I keep touching your foot, and I want to apologize.
It's okay.
I don't.
crowded over
No,
here.
it's because
Okay.
you're croaking. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I used to be able to put my foot here without touching Kate's foot.
Sorry.
I know.
No,
we got
no,
all
I'm
these
fine with
feats.
it. This is
Got a lot
something
of
I'm
feats.
doing.
A lot of feats.
Hey, so this is everybody. Basically, the entire deck is full of people reading different volumes of this stuff. So you hear a sound from your belt, Cthulhu.
Hmm.
It's like.
Oh. Okay. Just gonna peer down.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like a little tongue is just lolling out of its radula. What? Out of the pouch, and then
Oh. Mail call.
yeah, exactly. So you tip it up and you sort of help it a little bit.
Come on, it's all right.
No, and
Birthing a calf. You gotta get
a
that.
second level Documancer bag hits the deck.
Is it wet? Or is it just dry as bone?
It's wet.
Oh, okay.
It's wet, but Dull Drama does not care. She does not care. And she can.
I knew you'd get there.
And she's just down, just like a newborn baby, just brushing off this slime. She opens up inside, just like sniffs, pulls out this incredible gold leaf. She's just crying a little bit in the middle of the deck. Now, Rosie Beestinger, if you would be so kind as to guide the ship
I would.
to this island home that you have discovered. Absolutely. Just gangster lean.
Yeah.
Way back. Absolutely.
It's gangsterly, but also she's very small.
It's also real low. It's real low.
Ghost ride the ship. Ghost ride the ship.
Shadow Council, may our labors please you. Hey, we have reached the first commercial break. Thanks so much for coming up and hanging out with us. We will be back momentarily to see you. One moment. Hello. I'm Jerford K. Horkins, your friend behind the DM screen. Today, I'd like to... No, we're doing that. So, when last we saw our heroes, Rosie Beestinger, not your grandma's grandma, had begun to steer the ship, Corbin Shale, close at the ready in case anything is required.
They don't need you, kid.
A little bit of a hover, but no contact.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Calm down.
Like, he's not going to touch it unless he touches it, which might happen, but he's not gonna.
Not my first.
You don't think.
Not my first Bodio.
It's like my first time using that term. I'm sorry.
Definitely my first time saying Bodio.
No, it's good. It's good. But you can notice something. So it's a midday sale.
Yeah.
You feel like $1 million.
Yeah.
By noon.
Yeah.
Shit had already gone down out here. It was a big day.
It was.
It was a big day. Now, you can see the sparkle on the sea. Just that extra glint up on the caps of the waves. I need some perception rolls.
From all of us?
You heard?
Okay.
You got it.
That's a real shit show there, Walnut.
Oh my gosh.
It's still a 13.
I got 13.
My classic roll.
I got a 2, so I might see water.
What is it?
I'm very distracted talking to
Perception
Sorry.
4. Okay.
Yeah, it's,
I'm not
That's
interested.
4, yeah.
13.
13.
Number of the beast.
Yeah, exactly. Beast. I don't think it is the number of the beast.
I don't know.
The number of a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, now, the number of a beast. I will accept this. Now, from atop the crow's nest, you call it the main top?
That's what it's actually called. Crow's nests are actually only on whaling ships. So if this is a whaling ship, then yes, it's a crow's nest.
Yes.
It is a whale.
There you go.
Anyway, she sees you approaching the edge and like looking over, and Fen says, "I don't like it. I don't like it," and you know exactly what she means, because this is not the glint of ordinary. This is not just like the sun-dappled glint. You can see floating in the water hundreds of lockets.
Jeez.
That's cool.
Huh?
Oh boy.
That's pretty cool.
Like it.
That's some spooky.
Like it,
Can
lock it.
we throw
Pop it and lock it.
It's good.
Smash that lock it
Lock it.
button.
there you go.
Smash that lock button. Like they're thick with it. Like do you think that if you had a really long arm, and you could actually reach down to the water from the deck, you think you could catch 6 of them in one handful?
You know, I don't need them.
Is it
I hang over the edge with my with Hussar, and I'm just like, get some.
Yeah, exactly.
Get some.
No,
I'm like,
it's like a
those T-Rex.
but
you guys are so girly here.
It's like a crane toy.
Have you seen this? This is amazing. Look,
There's like 6 of them. Like he's just you put him down there and he has a few in his craw, but there's a few other ones just hanging off of little horns.
Yeah.
Like it's just a mess.
Yeah.
You bring him up and then just like you just shake him out on the deck.
Look, I
and
can
there's
just watch this
13
girl.
or 14. And every one of them shows exactly the same girl.
Do we think it's the same girl?
all on.
Yeah.
Let's compare them all.
I think, Dinar, I think it is. I think it's the same girl.
We have to rescue 16 girls.
There's a lot of girls. That's okay. Grandfather, I know you can do this.
Are the lockets impeding our forward momentum at all? Are they choking the water?
No, it's nothing like that.
Okay.
It's the ship is cutting right through them.
Okay.
It's like Scrooge McDuck's.
Yes.
Just but instead of coins, it's just lockets.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
Yeah.
It's a lock and
But
breaker.
it's definitely it's changed the sound of the boat in the water.
Okay.
It's just a sort of clatter
Okay.
as the front of the boat is just cutting through this layer of lockets that are sort of floating on top.
Sure.
And then even the farther down you see, like you can just see the sunlight shining down through, and there's lockets below that as well.
Dear God.
Ahead of the Merry Widow, you can see the lighthouse atop a small rocky island.
Okay.
And around this, you can see the bones of ships of varying sizes. You can see a small dinghy freshly placed
Oh no.
in a little crook. He has not secured it.
There it
And
is.
he is not to be seen. he is not to be seen in the boat, or indeed even on the
Jeez.
surface.
All right.
So someone needs to go get the dinghy and then go get us.
Yeah, I don't want us to run aground here. Can we pull up, throw anchor, safe distance, so that we are not running aground on this island?
Do we have another
Yeah.
method of getting to the?
Yeah. I mean, you don't.
Well-
you're
I don't know. How long does this take? Do I have my fly back?
your sense is that it's quite.
Oh, yeah, we get a
Your sense is that it's
nap.
quite deep.
Okay.
Around it is literally out here in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Well, even so, generally speaking, a bunch of crashed ships around an island is not a great thing. So
They didn't run aground. I mean, it's just like they're heaped up
okay.
around it, just like snapped ribs,
Okay.
sort of
Collected?
over rocks.
Like a nest.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay.
So is there a safe place to tie up? I mean, you wouldn't tie up a... Does it look like there's a spot for that?
It doesn't seem.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's
Okay.
oriented toward
My
that type
gut
of
is
business.
to keep us far away, and then
Yeah.
I mean, I can park us whatever 70 feet away from the shore, and then dash out there 35 times 2. Right? That's how dash works.
You can move
Across
very
the
quickly.
water?
Yeah, why not? I'm a monk. I can do that shit. I can probably bounce onto like the broken hull of a piece of a ship and then bounce back in.
Right? That's
Yeah.
true.
So just right, but again, like just lapping up on its stone, you can see locket after locket, just thick clumps of them.
Also-
the chains sort of bound up close.
You have a wild shape that could traverse.
Oh yeah, and Walnut just goes. She goes and she's like, oh yeah, I could do that. And he goes, well, that'll get me across. I suppose I could get Rosie across.
If you will permit me to ride on your back.
Grandmother, of course. And then I go, so I don't know. You three wait here or figure it out. And then. Yeah. Oh, I guess
I'll
we
have
could
the
bring
boy
back-
fly
Bring
me
back the
across.
dinghy.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, if it's taken long enough that I've got it back, then I would.
How long does it take?
I think it's
Enough
same
for a
as-
long rest. We took.
Is it?
No, I'm
That'd be
saying we
nice.
took a
If you
rest.
if you took a short rest and burnt some of your stuff,
I
you
consider
can-
talking to Sarah very short and
Very
restorative rest.
enjoyable.
Can we also
enjoyable.
do short rest?
Yeah, sure.
But I would imbue you with flight because you have the biggest carry capacity. Or maybe you do. Either one of you is a better choice than me.
Ooh, who's stronger?
Ooh, arm wrestle.
Yeah.
510 carry weight.
I don't. Is mine even on that list?
I didn't know.
Where is your carry
You have
weight?
like a non-standard.
How do you have a carry weight?
What's your strength?
I don't have the normal.
15.
She is stronger.
What?
What's your strength?
17.
Higher. So
I think you just
Get
out of here.
I could have had extra points, but instead I decided that I was going to take feats and everything. So I'm good at I have proficiency in a half of the skills.
Nice.
Like,
You're saying this as I'm carrying you into my ear. Like, I could have done this. I
yes.
could have carried
No,
you.
I could have. I was actually going to do a lot more of this, but did you know
very
that
Denard
I
thing.
have really, really good animal handling? I have good survival, obviously, because I'm out on my own.
While
She
you're
just keeps going.
It's like,
she's
is this what
going
everyone
off on-
thinks of me?
Yes. No, exactly. And while that's happening, I gently pick up Rosie and I go, "Excuse me, grandmother," and then I just jump us off. And then before we hit the water, gracefully wild shape into a tree. and then I float there, but I get very driftwood. No,
It's very sexy.
No, and then I turn into a crocodile. And then I mean, they're not.
Dude, hold on. This is like the story of the monk and the crocodile.
Yeah. The monk and the crocodile.
Yep.
Tales old as time.
Yep. Beauty and the Beast children's story.
Cupid immediately thinks that she is so much cooler than you at this point. Yeah. Because she's like, she turned into are you seeing that? She's like, she can turn into us. She's like, she can turn into this lizard thing just anytime she wants to. What kind of skill is that? I haven't read anything about this. This is totally different.
While it's swimming so fast. It's like a motorboat. There's a wake.
So
Rosie leans down. She goes, "Thank you."
So you look up. You look up atop your crocodile conveyance, and you see Drebus's head in one of the windows. So this is there's a lighthouse top.
Yeah.
But it has multiple floors and windows on each of the floors, and you see Drebus looking out of one of the windows. He sort of pushed it open like a portal, and his hands are inside there, and he says, "Mom, you don't want to be in here." And then his face disappears from the window.
Oh boy.
Sweet baby boy.
Let's get up on land.
Yep.
Time to put work in.
That's how they walk.
All right. So we gotta take the dinghy back. Retrieve these
they're gonna
fools.
No,
Oh,
we're
they're
gonna
gonna
fly across. I'm gonna
Great,
hold
great,
everyone
great.
and be flown.
All right.
And that is basically. Can you carry both of us at the same time? Probably. I'm
And-
negligible.
Do you weigh more than 500 pounds together?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 260, 230.
Yeah, we're fine.
I don't add anything to that.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
you're
then
at
there's
capacity.
Hassar.
Chris weighs negative.
Yeah.
Okay. Hassar's right next to you the entire time. And he's just
You're
like
85 dripping wet.
He insists on being close to you during this.
Yeah, so you're
During this
holding-
special
you're
time.
holding all of us, and I see you preparing for that, as if it's going to be like a majestic leap. And at the last moment, as the tentacle circles, you're going, "Oh no, go limp, go limp, go limp." Don't fight against it. It's so much worse. Let it do the work.
into the side of the boat a couple times.
Yeah.
Like,
Spinning again, like
Just roll.
Oh my god.
I feel a little sick. Hussar vomits. Just bones.
It's just dry heave.
A locket comes out. Dude.
So when you find yourself crawling up on this rocky outcropping, you can feel that it is shifting in the water. It is not stable. When you approach the tower itself on here, there's no door in the base. It is simply an opening at the base of this tower structure. And you saw Drebus on the second floor.
Sure. Could I do a perception check to determine if this is some kind of mimic?
Sure.
It's a big ass
oh,
mimic.
I know.
yeah, you know what?
Lighthouse mimic.
You never know.
A lighthouse mimic.
An 18?
Yeah, it's quite good. You think a mimic would have there'd be more flesh. You would see at some point you'd be aware because you've seen mimics before. By now, they're very sticky, as you saw with the door.
Oh, yes.
But you would have seen as soon as you had gotten on, the mimic would have made its play.
Okay.
That was your experience previously.
Okay.
It doesn't wait. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Can I define divine sense
Yeah. Tell me more about it.
as an action of the location of any celestial fiend or undead
Sure.
until the end of your next turn and detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the hollow spell.
Well, that like
That like button, you don't even need to.
Desecrate that divine sense.
Well, no. What this would allow you to do would be to determine if a like button had been desecrated.
Yeah.
Oh, but we know it has.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, come
So
on.
that my alarm's just bing, bing, bing. Spider sense is tingling.
Always.
Exactly. Whatever is happening here does not match up with the categories that Divine Sense is designed to assess.
Gotcha.
cool.
Damn it.
You tried.
I didn't
Gold star.
run detect evils to shit
Oh,
to
oh,
have
oh,
that. I should have.
I-
Sorry.
Can I approach the? I'll turn back into walnut. Crocodile's gonna be super useful here. Can I walk up to the place? Is there a door?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there is in fact a doorway. There's no physical door.
There's no physical door.
But there is an entrance.
So
I know, Rosie, I want to warn you. Like, be careful. There's something weird going on here.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, and I want to use detect magic to know the presence of magic within 30 feet, and I can see auras and determine the school.
Oh.
That is what it says.
Which school?
I might have a card that has more. I think I have to just do. I think I just have to roll for it. Is that what it is?
Let's grab it.
Well, it doesn't say that on my sheet.
Oh yeah, the sheet is awesome as long as you know like certain things.
Yeah, and as
right?
long as I know exactly what it is. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. It just says if you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears any magic, and I learn its school of magic. Penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood
Or a fruit
dirt.
roll up.
Who knew?
That's it.
Impenetrable.
I'm detecting. I don't need to roll.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything magical,
Really?
really.
Well, I can concentrate so up to 10 minutes. So.
Okay, so if anything magical does happen,
Yeah, I look at Rosie and I go, yeah, if anything weird happens, I'll be the first to know about it. And then you'll be the second.
because I'll tell you.
Something weird's happening.
And then I look back and I see these guys, and you just want to describe to me your landing? Just want to let me know how that happens?
We haven't landed? All right.
Oh, no. You haven't.
You have to
You're
describe
about
it.
to.
All
That's
right.
you tell me.
Well, we have to be like pinwheeling.
Yeah.
We're, like as we're going, like the centrifugal force is just getting worse and worse, and right as we get to the edge, it just like fly off.
Just like
It's just
roll
like
away.
it's like yeah, just shoots out, and I land fine as the crux of the wheel, and you two go
I
twirling into the sand.
flopped
Yeah,
mightily.
just like head first into a dune.
Yeah, like there's parts of me that is emerging, and you can't quite tell where the actual lizard is.
I also land violently in the sand, and I immediately Like, got the job done.
Yeah.
Again, you did it again, friend.
So the party has found itself inhyphenated on the aisle, and you hear, as you're looking up at this tower, you hear a Corbin Shale say, "Cannons!"
Whoa.
If you look out, you can see that a tentacle has reached up from the direction of the island and is reaching up over the ship,
Oh my God.
over the top of it entirely, and is just trying to grip it and pull it in.
Cthulhu.
That's my swing
yours?
spell.
Is that one of yours?
No, exactly.
Only sky tentacles are mine. No.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's a tentacle. There's a tentacle union.
How far
You know
are
what I
we
mean?
from the ship right now?
Right now, you are so far away from the ship that you should roll initiative.
Oh.
Damn, I was gonna cast Mage Armor, but.
Were you?
I know. I was gonna do stuff.
Maybe you'll have a chance.
We're all gonna. Wow, Daddy's feeling.
So what do we got, guys?
17.
17. I like it.
I have a 16.
There it is.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot one.
23.
20. Got a natural 20.
Meow, meow, meow.
Mommy gave you that gift.
May
Alyssa,
our labors please you.
Yeah,
Alyssa is
Alyssa's not
AFK.
here.
We'll meow at her when she gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
5.
That is not high.
It's not great.
How are you doing, Cupid?
A 6?
Oh, jeez. Are you
I'm
right?
that ashamed.
You're just coughing
Choke on your 6. Choke on your bad roll.
I did worse than you did. It's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
What are you, 6? Oh, okay.
All right.
But where is Legati? I rolled for him as well.
Yeah, but you didn't give me his thing.
Where is he? Yeah, where
I don't.
is he?
I don't
Where is
keep
he?
it. Am I my thing's keeper?
Yes.
I
Historically.
didn't-
You are. I am my Legati's keeper.
So where is he?
He's apparently right after me.
Okay.
He rolled even worse.
That's
than me.
easy. I can make that happen for
Alyssa.
you.
Yeah.
Meow,
Alyssa,
meow, meow, meow.
There was a wham, wham, wham.
Yeah, relive my glory.
Excuse me. Oh, I thought it was my glory.
There we go.
I bought the glory for myself.
Marvelous. Walnut Dawn Grass, you stand at the entrance of a strange tower atop an island that exists on no map. What do you do?
Do I? Okay, I'm on an island. Right. Okay. And
There is a structure before you.
yeah, am I concerned about? Do I really care about the boat? Do I care about what's happening on the boat?
You tell me.
I mean, Dildrama and you are kind of buds.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can move really fast. All right. So I look at the tentacle, and then I look at Rosie, and I go. I'm gonna go get the girl. We gotta do all this at once. So I'm gonna. I can run pretty good, and so I can do 35 feet. So if I dashed, I could do 70, right?
Yeah, you can run your ass off.
So I want to go.
Exactly. So you run directly in. So you've never been here before,
Right.
and so you're contending with this completely new environment.
That's fine.
While running as fast as you possibly can.
I'm assuming I'm trying to go up.
Yeah, exactly. But you
Seen stairs.
you walk in. There is a set of stairs that goes down,
Not that.
and there's a set of stairs that goes up.
Probably the up.
A split level. Ugh.
No reason.
No taste. Tasteless. I want
So-
a Victorian.
So you come in, immediately cut left, and run up. You can see that in the stone that has been heaped up and transformed into this tower, the mortar itself seems to pulse and throb, but it's not uniform. It isn't like between everything. It's like there is a path that's traced. It's almost like it's traveling a maze up through the structure.
Oh, I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow that goo.
So as you come up to this first floor, you are immediately kicked. As soon as you come up this floor, you can see the stairs that would take you up to the floor where Drevis was seen. You can see the girl from the locket.
I see her.
Yes. And she kicks you as hard as she can.
It's rude.
Ooh.
Yeah. I go, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. AC 15?
AC 14.
Okay.
Squish walnut.
Feast on 6 damage.
Kicks the shit
Just
out of you.
like straight in the middle of your
A full
right on
soccer
your,
kick.
no, just right on your
haunches.
diaphragm. But this is the
face haunch.
Exactly. Your face is haunch. So this is the thing that is disturbing about it. The entire time she is visiting this upon you, her ostensible savior,
Yeah.
her face has never lost this sort of despondency. Like the same terrified person it's like she looks like she is just as disturbed as she ever was. She is still completely 100% in this waif gear.
Okay. Well, I can take it. Do it.
Why are you laughing?
So good.
Because I think that face is the same thing as the red hourglass on a Black Widow. That's just.
Can I try and cast a spell, or am I done?
It's your turn, but you took a dash as an action, right?
I didn't know if I used it.
You did.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's cool.
Well, I bonus action wild shape. I kill her,
Yeah.
put her out of her misery. No, I'll
into
get
a
her next
tree.
round. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Walnut, Rosie Beestinger, your son
Christ.
is currently on the second floor of this, and you can hear a muffled version of your son's voice
Yeah.
redounding from the window.
Between Drebus and Walnut,
All your kids are in this
all
fucking
my
tower.
kids are in this tower. So, yeah, F that boat. And I'm just gonna run up after Walnut. I'm not gonna dash unless it's required, though. I'm gonna try to.
You are right here in the doorway. Like
Okay.
you could very easily use your move and get to where Walnut is.
Okay, I'd like to do that. So I see what?
So as you jump in, you see what she saw. There is a set of stairs that goes down. You can see plainly this is a rock outcropping.
Okay.
You have no idea what down would even mean in
Right,
this context.
right.
To your left, a set of stairs go up, and at the top of those stairs, you see Walnut Dongrass doubled over, and in front of her, you can see the girl from the locket, and she looks at you with so much pain and longing and loneliness.
And I look at Walnut and I look at her and I say, I can tell you're in pain, but you're about to be in a lot more.
Ooh,
Wow.
Grandma.
Right.
Okay.
Mom got mad.
So I'm going to attack the hell out of her.
I'm ready.
I will do some. I'll go the whole tamale this time.
Oh, you mean like with the key points and like the whole
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
9 yards?
Killer?
I
Guess
mean,
you're right. Rosie would be like, what the fuck?
yeah. I mean, I think what I would like to do is disable her to the point where she's no longer
a threat.
attacking us. Yeah, I would not like to kill her, but I will if I have to.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm gonna do. Would you like me to just do all of my attacks all at once?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Is that
last
what you like?
time it worked pretty good for us to know which attacks hit and missed,
Okay.
and then come up with a cool story.
Okay, sounds good. So I am +7 to hit. So that's a 9. That's another 9. And that's a 17. And that is my. Oh, I got 2. Okay, those are my my quarterstaff strikes both miss, I assume, and then my unarmed strikes are coming, which is a 19. So those I think probably both hit.
So you're
And the quarterstaff
so the
don't.
staff is all misses.
Correct.
But then when you start to connect with your physical body,
Correct.
they all land.
Yeah, and I'm going to chalk that up to a berserker rage that I entered that it jeopardized my monastic focus. And as soon as I realized that my staff swings were flying wildly out of control, I took a deep breath before entering my unarmed strikes, which are going to be
Plump.
9 damage and that's a 1. I'm lucky, so I'm gonna re-roll that. That is another 9, so 18 damage on her.
Whoa. Healthy.
Jesus Christ. Rosie Beestinger. So there's a piece of the puzzle that I'm missing, and I'm hoping you can help me with it.
Okay.
The sort of crumpled form of Walnut Dawngrass was at the very top of the stairs where she had received the savage kick.
Correct.
Can you tell me how you navigate that space with your monk techniques? Because this could also help us understand why the first couple quarterstaff strikes missed.
Right.
Right? So she's right there. I mean, how do you get around her to engage with this entity?
Is she blocking the entire path?
I mean, she's like hunched over. She's like down.
Okay.
So tell me how it happens.
You know what you gotta do.
Yeah, I think so. I would normally just like perhaps give you some kind of warning and then use you as a jumping point, but I'm a little worried. I don't know how bad you've been hurt, so I don't want to jeopardize you. But I will do the same thing, only using the wall.
Yeah.
So I will jump to the right of Walnut with my feet on the wall, and then use my staff to push off. Swing wildly, miss both times, land, and then reach back for 2 punches.
Nice. This is a thing, though. Have you ever seen that? Those rearward strikes. Those
I'm
I'm seeing it right now.
You're seeing
Oh,
it.
man.
You're seeing it in my mind's eye.
My mind's
Yeah. So 2 of these punches land.
Right.
And it's like punching the texture would be like punching a ripe nectarine.
Ew. Okay.
Goosh goosh.
Okay.
Ew.
How does she react to being attacked?
Her face has that same tormented youth.
She don't like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Dinar Blitzen of the House Blitzen. Janari royalty. What a pleasure.
Hey, glad I could be here, everyone.
Hey. Showing up.
How do you contend
not
with
one
this? So you're
to-
here in this heap.
Not one to split the party, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna run in slower behind everyone, and then I'll lumber my way in as well.
Exactly.
Loudly.
So
Yeah.
So as you're moving in, you can hear concussive blows. You
Yeah.
can hear the sound of the quarterstaff, striking through the air, hitting the rock walls. Right at the top of this stairs, you can see Walnut is just doubled over in pain, and that's the predicament you see yourself with. The young woman from the locket that you had seen is basically between Walnut and grandmother.
So I get up the stairs. I see Walnut hurt,
Yeah,
doubled over.
down.
And I see Rosie attacking this girl who looks troubled and scared.
Yes.
And getting beat up. And I go, what? The girl we were here to save, right? So I would be like, what?
Boogada.
I don't know who got hurt. I don't know why. I see
This is a very complicated
her
problem
little
for
girl.
Dinar.
Yeah. So
She
But you-
can,
can-
I say?
Yeah, absolutely. But I want to give you an extra piece of information.
ooh.
She has just been struck twice, and you can see she should have been tugged much farther over. But you can see there's almost like a stem that is erupting from her hair.
Okay.
And is extending up almost into the darkness of the ceiling
Oh no.
above
That's
it.
gross.
Oh no.
Oh, so she's like
Like a real car.
like a marionette kind of thing
Are
going
you
on.
sure it's not just a really big mimic? And that's like also it's like weird little uvula.
Or maybe it's like a mimic
yeah.
mimic. Maybe it's like a
Like a
mimic that like
lamprey.
mimics mimics.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. so-
Well, observing that,
That's a
then,
double mimic.
the situation becomes a little more clear.
Okay.
I guess I would yell first before I did anything.
Yeah.
Just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Everybody cool out? But I would say it real calmly, like, hey, everybody cool out.
You get to the top. I just stand and lean against the sword.
Hey,
Come on, guys.
everybody cool out.
I have
Hey,
this like,
locket girl. Cool out.
I have
going
a
on?
furious look on my face because I'm acting irrationally. I was like, she kicked Walnut.
Yeah, but haven't we all wanted to kick Walnut? I just give her a little kick. just a little tap, like, see? It's fun. It's more fun than it looks.
I hate you. You're garbage.
Just a little bump.
Yeah, just a little, see? I get where, I'm evaluating all sides. I get it.
I'm gonna leave you in Scala.
I get it.
I get it.
Walnut, I get it. Look. I get it. I hope Rex is watching. All right. Yes, I will join in the fight.
The fray?
Yeah. Or
Show me what you do.
I don't know. I mean,
you got so many calls here. Like this.
I know. Maybe
It's a rich zone.
What do I see beyond? I see Judas in trouble.
You hear muffled. You hear muffled cries of a young. It sounds like a young, multi-classed half-orc.
Maybe I should go check on him.
Get my
If
boy.
you got it under control.
Oh, I got this one.
All right.
It's just like just a little quick nod, like all right.
All right. Yeah. I just give one last little tap and then I run up, run past. What? No?
Nothing.
The stem?
No.
I should get a stem on the head and then I run past. I don't know if you saw that.
Watch the stem.
Attack of opportunity.
Watch the stem.
Running past.
Yeah, punch her in the back of the head.
Wouldn't she get an attack of opportunity
Yeah.
if you run
She's looking at me, right?
She is not taking an attack.
Oh, she's not doing anything.
No. I sprint. I'll run past.
You're too shiny.
I'll run past. I want to check on our sweet baby boy Drevis.
Yeah. So, as you reach the top of these stairs and look in at this scenario, you can see that there are two girls.
Oh no.
Similar to the Locket girls with the same faces, but they're like distended and puffy, like overripe.
Yeah, they're not done
Like
cooking.
sea bloated?
Or maybe they
No,
Over.
like they've been on the counter too long.
Okay. So I'm up on the second level now. This fight below was happening
Yeah.
on level 1. Do I see Drevis? I see two girls up here. and Drevis?
He's contending. He's contending with them, and because he has
them?
a wand and he has a sword, and you can tell that he like doesn't know which one he wants to use at that exact time, but he's like, I'm really confused, you guys.
Do I still more? I feel like I've done all the things I can do. Or,
Tell me what you want to do.
I don't know. I'll jump in there and start helping.
I'll give you one of your 2 attacks.
All right.
Make it a good one.
All my
did so many good
Look
things
at
over
object.
here.
Where's
know.
that gate?
Yeah. I say everyone chill out for 10 minutes. So I'm
big
gonna
round.
find Steed. Yeah.
I'm a good influence. See, now he has to.
I'll toothbrush him. I'll toothbrush something.
It's that ruthless
good.
toothbrush.
Oh.
Let's see it.
I'll just run past him and just go after the first one. Mm-hmm. That's a 10 plus 6.
Exactly.
Party roll.
2d6 plus 3.
Jeez.
10.
Yeah, you slice straight through. Like there's no bone of any kind. Like, you just cut straight through, and the 2 halves just heap themselves up on the floor. It comes off like the stem comes off like imagine like an apple, like an overripe apple. It just kind of plucks out.
Okay.
Like an apricot.
Indeed. Now, it is the turn for the opponents. And so everyone who is inside the tower, I need to have dexterity checks.
We're cool. We're
saves?
fine.
Ruh-roh.
30 saving throws?
Yep.
Okay.
We rolled low. We're good.
Yikers.
So 15.
You roll first. Ah!
In the box.
No.
Oh boy.
Well,
I
that's a 2 minus 1.
That's a 1.
I got a 10. Not that that's going to help, but
Okay.
just want you to know that it was
Thank you.
better than ours.
Dinar takes 4 and you take 1. So the entire structure shifts beneath you. And the tower itself begins to tilt in the air. So you are able to position yourself in such a way that you are able to withstand this shift. And of course, the face of your assailant is just continuously surprised by everything. What you can see outside is you can see more tentacles rising up, reaching for the boat, grabbing it, and trying to pull it in. But the top of the tower is tilting itself over the boat as it brings it in, and it's shaking itself like a salt shaker over the deck of the boat. And you can see 5 or 6
Like waif mites.
five or six of these creatures that I have, previously described, just falling out of the windows and drawing themselves up on the deck of the ship. Cupid.
Now we got the same problem.
I have no idea what to do now. I mean, you dropped a bomb on me there.
Well, fruit.
Yes, squishy, overripe fruit. So
Just do what Cupid would do.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
This is your
and she's
opportunity.
just standing there going, what? I guess running into the thing with the thing?
That's one option.
I'm gonna run in. My other option is to go towards the boat where there's all these other goopies.
Indeed. So there are thick, rich tendrils, as I said, reaching out and grabbing the boat. So there's mechanisms.
Dinar is in the tower.
I know, yeah, you both are, and I'm just like, I'm gonna run right after him, because obviously. So I'm running in.
Cupid.
How far do I get?
Let's see. From where you are, you can get up to.
I'm 30 feet.
You can get up to where Rosie is, but the interior structure of this is deeply unlike a tower. Now, it's pretty cockeyed in there.
Okay.
And so you're basically just trying to walk up this sort of halfway tilted side. So I need some decks just to get in there.
Okay. 7 plus 0 is 7.
You are trying your best. You're not injured, but it's like a fun house in here. Mm-hmm. You're trying your best to maneuver yourself up these stairs. And you can see Dinar Blitzen's servant, Rosie.
Yeah. I see the little one, who's also, by the way,
smallest.
called Grandma a lot. So I'm kind of curious.
You don't know.
If this is grandfather, then this is grandma. And
There's
I'm
a lot of information there, and you can interpret it any way you want to, as the scribes have done.
There is an intrigue that I have. And do I get an action, or was that it?
Yeah. I mean, you can see up at the top of these stairs. Mm-hmm. It would be very challenging to do so, but it's not impossible if you have a ranged mechanism.
She is down at the bottom, being jostled around, as is apparently currently her way. She's just always jostled. And she goes, "Stop in the name of the Blitz and Accord! Halt!" And instead of her just saying no, suddenly fire erupts from her hands, and it's burning hands.
Oh no!
So
this is going to be action-packed.
Yep. Each creature in the 15-foot cone, which will also be you,
Okay.
No.
has to make a dex save.
That's all right.
Okay, that's not so
I'm
bad.
Dexy.
Oh, you got Dex.
Okay, but
She's
you
bringing Dexy
will
back.
take half as much damage anyway.
Fine.
She's bringing Dexy back.
Yeah.
You're in this mix as we.
Me?
Yeah.
I thought I would be. Oh no, because I didn't even make it that. Oh my god, I am team killing.
Not yet.
No, I'm outside.
Okay.
Oh, second floor. 18. Oh, you're.
Oh god, what am I doing?
21.
All right, half damage.
22.
Half damage. So dish up the damage.
All right.
And then let's apportion
And
it.
then how much did that squish make? That's a 1. That's a 4. And a 6. Okay, so that's 11.
11.
So 5.
Yeah.
So 5 damage.
I'll do a save for bad squish. Bad squish does not succeed.
Haha, take that squish.
And then
She's terrified. She's like, I don't know what's happening right now. There's just fire coming out.
the surprise and terror is maintained throughout
Sure.
her burning death. She collapses and becomes unplucked from the stem.
She's nothing if not consistent.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Some brand.
Kathristraub,
I
emerging as though from a mist shroud.
so I'm out there on the beach there.
yeah, you're the only one who can make good choices.
And I see these other tentacles, and now this tower's shaking. It's
Goods.
evil dandruff onto the boat, and I want to signal I want to awaken mind whoever I can spy. So let me at least run up to the entrance then,
Yeah.
and I say, I'm gonna eat this thing's brain. What is downstairs? You said there was a path up, and that's where everybody's messing around. What's the other way?
Do you want to find out?
I want to go to the core. Yeah, I'm going to go down these stairs.
Of course.
That's great.
Not one to split the party. I'm going to the basement.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to split the party. Look, I can come with me.
Perfect.
The true
Marvelous.
party.
That's
I let you know that that's where you'll find me.
Yeah, the real party. Okay.
Surprise.
Yeah.
You gonna tap in and say,
Well, creepy. It's fun in the basement.
No, but I actually do describe for me this. So it's a spiral staircase.
Yeah, exactly. A spiral staircase that
But then
goes
everybody
up.
went up that way.
That's right.
And then there's path
also
down.
a staircase. There's also a stairway that goes down.
And is there darkness? How far can I see
A
down?
deep darkness.
Okay.
You got dark vision.
You got that dark vision.
Well, I know, but that's not going to help me see around the corner. But Legati will.
Yeah.
My young friend, please grant me your sight.
He is. As soon as you cross the threshold and enter into the lower portion of this, you can feel Legati flexing and twisting on you. Like he's sort of like snapping and chirping at the at the dark.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. I'm going to send him with some speed, with some caution. Doesn't matter. It's just for flavor. I want him to go down.
Yeah.
There, and I'm going to switch sight with him.
Exactly.
There at the mouth of the.
So you situate yourself, get yourself supported,
right.
and then convey yourself via your crystal serpent. Your crystal serpent slides like a dark slinky.
Thank you.
Imagine, if you will. And he finds his way down to the base, and you see something that titillates you
Whoa.
on every level. Like you are titillated from the hair, from your incredibly coiffed hair, all the way to your amazing
Nipples.
toe. I couldn't do anything as cool for the feet. You see a black gate.
Damn it.
Guys, I didn't want to split the party, but I will. I will now.
You see 8 symbols
Oh no.
Oh boy.
surrounding a group of 3 empty spaces in the middle.
3 empty spaces. So exact same configuration as the time
Yes.
in the acid.
Correct.
The acid room.
That is correct.
The crypt.
The wandering crypt.
Hell's bells.
That some have called the Shardling.
That's right. Might I have any reason to think that this gate occurs only in the Wandering Crypt? Are we in a part of it now?
You
perhaps?
don't have any idea what that might represent. But I have every confidence that you will destroy the party this time.
Hey.
Let's see what happens.
Oh my god.
So you can you use your turn
I've got
to
my
put
action
yourself
to-
into Lagoti.
Yeah, and now he's down there, and
now he is down
he's
there, and it's his
witnessing
turn.
this. Okay, and it's his turn. Gosh, what would he do?
Last time, if I will remind you, when he started to see the symbols and it was through you, he was inexplicably drawn to it, and my weasel self had to get him in the mouth and drag him back.
And do that.
So he was
right,
very
okay.
drawn to it.
Yeah, it's a good thing that we didn't do reverse turn order, because I would have sent him down, and then upon seeing that, I would have misty stepped down and been
Exactly.
right down there.
Exactly. Lagoti's instinct
Yeah.
is that of a creature against a predator.
Right. Then, I mean, yeah, what I would have to say to him, it doesn't matter at this point. So he's gonna. Oh, he's got his dagger with him.
Indeed. It's wiggling there.
So he approaches as near as he can get to that gate, and he's searching for something to put a dagger in to assert himself.
Yeah. He
over
must,
this object that he knows to be that he has to have dominance over. What does he see there that could have a dagger put into it?
It is a clean face, just as it was before. But as I suggested, when you'd used it previously, there was it could accept one symbol, but then the other 2 regions had nothing. They had no input, and that's what created the negative impact previously.
Right.
So it is featureless except for these symbols. It is not it doesn't have anything like a keyhole in the classic sense.
I do have 3 symbols now.
That's
They're
interesting.
the one that it wants. I have 3 now.
That's an interesting coincidence.
Oh, weird.
Well, the guy's done, so he's got down there, and
Walnut on grass.
Well, I'm not like I didn't know about what you're doing. I just see you looking at a hole.
well, I say that.
Well, he
I
says-
told you I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna because what I would like to convey in that message is I'm going downstairs because that's where the heart of this living being, this non-lighthouse is. I'm gonna go kill this huge object. No more message after that.
I was gonna say, I'm having a moment where I'm like, do I just want to go down there, or is Walnut like, upstairs sucks?
You're trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to figure out
Well,
what
listen,
Walnut would do.
in her defense, her introduction to the first floor was not a positive one.
That's not
She
what
would
it
leave a
is.
negative review of that floor on
She
Yelp.
just got, so
Lit on fire.
The
Kicked
first
a
thing
lit
she
on
does
fire.
is she looks at Cupid, and then she gives her the same gesture of whatever it is.
Cupid is like melting down a little bit. She's like, ha!
And then she's like, Walnut's like, you did fine. And so then she's gonna, it's like the whole tower's listing and stuff. So she's gonna just
along the side.
just like liquefy herself down, like ugh. She's just getting really seasick, and go up to Cthulhu, and then she goes, "Okay, you took care of the boat, right? The boat's fine." And then I think she would use she would be like, just like I guess take a couple steps towards the thing. I don't know. She's not gonna do anything. She got nothing to do on this turn. She's gonna look down in the basement.
I haven't conveyed to you what's in the basement.
Yeah.
You said I'm going down there because there's the core in there.
Well, yeah, but all you find is me and my vision traded, right? And I'm braced against there.
I forgot about holding action. Okay, so I'm gonna hold action. If he walks down there, I'll walk with him.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds good.
And nothing good.
Rosie Beestinger.
I'm going to continue upward, or I guess
You're looking at
left
some cards.
Word. Yeah. I need to go to where Drevis is.
Indeed. So one floor up.
Yeah, wherever up is. For the
Exactly.
relative definition of up.
So I think that this is much easier for you than it would be for someone else.
Right.
I don't think Rosie cares about the shape of the battlefield.
No. Never has, never
You
will.
know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's just like foot by foot, just like stairs, wall, stairs, wall, stairs, wall.
Right.
Up to this other thing, up to this other tier.
Right.
This other deck of, imagine if you will, a dark cake.
I will.
And this upper slice, you can see that the shift of this Drevis is now just beneath these two creatures, and you haven't seen them yet. But as I described them, they're versions, aged versions, like the color of a bruise.
Yeah.
Well, I killed one. Right?
Yeah, one's
So there's
dead,
one left,
right?
right?
Oh no, exactly. Oh, that's exactly right. You cut one in half. That's right. There's one. more.
Drevis is beneath the halves of the one you
exactly.
sliced.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Okay.
Gross.
Okay. Then.
But it's a sweet smell. Like it's like fall leaves.
Oh, nice.
Like
nice.
a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's back.
Yes, how? We want to thank Starbucks.
Starbucks. Okay. I'll just do my regular attack, extra attack, and I strike and just try to take this thing down because I don't know that this is a squishier one, so I'm going to unload a little bit on it.
Yeah. Did you get crazy?
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's not going to do it. That will do it. That's
will.
a 19, and that's a 27.
Nice.
Okay. So my Staff of the Master will be, and I'll actually do this attack ranged.
Oh, nice. Just right at the intro.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll stand super close to the door, like as soon as I can get eyes on it.
Just whack.
Yeah, and that's going to be a 10 damage. And then if that doesn't do it, then I will bounce over and execute another 11 damage with a foot. Well-placed foot.
Exactly.
That's
So
21 points.
You hurl the staff, and it connects and just like bends the shape just makes the shape even more wrong than it is.
Okay.
And then a final kick just bends it in half. These are not creatures. And Drebus says, they're not girls, Mom.
Not mermaids.
No, they never are, Drebus.
Valuable lesson.
So his sword is just on the ground. He's just sort of like his wand is shaking in his hand.
Okay. And all enemies are taken care of?
In this room, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go help him to his feet and give him an extremely stern look and say...
To encourage him?
To encourage him and say, this is what you get for stealing a dinghy.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, you think that at this moment, you think that your words of maternal guidance are penetrating the scalp, not unlike Selson Blue. You know what I mean? Like you feel like you are getting through to him in a way that you have not previously.
It's upsetting. I'm alarmed by it.
I feel like I'm actually parenting.
I'd like to.
You want to tuck a bunch more facts in here?
No, not at all. I want to see if he's a fucking mimic. That was a joke roll, but I think it was.
You know what?
It's a 22.
Shadow Council, may our labors please you. Even in this humorous context, we pay our debts. Now, Denard, what's that?
Well, now that
Take us
everything's
home,
safe.
Daddy.
So, I'm visualizing this theater of the arm tower.
Right.
Bent like this.
Yeah, it's like it's shaking.
Level
like this.
2 here, bent
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Boat here.
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's a
throw Drebus out the
Yes.
window to
Yes.
save him, but
Throw him on the tentacles.
all right. Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, I'm glad you're safe, buddy. Whoop. Alley-oop. I don't want you to get hurt the next time the tower tips, so throw you out a second-story window. I don't want to throw him on the boat.
You're looking out the window and you can see Corbin Shale. He sees you and he's like, on the boat.
Yeah. So,
He's flat. He he lands flat on his stomach.
Ugh.
Do any damage to any of the
I'm the
tentacles.
best.
Yeah.
He goes through the boat. It sinks.
That's a ranged weapon. He attacks the Drebus.
Yeah, come on,
You've
Chris
been
Perkins.
hanging around with
I attack with Chris.
Pat Rothfuss.
In honor of Pat Rothfuss's character,
That's true.
Drebus would do some damage. Just roll, Jerry. Just roll it. One dice. All right, fine.
You take 4 damage. No, that's not true.
Me, myself.
So you're pitching him out. Are you trying to make your way through too?
I want to get to the base.
Just get out.
Well, if we're gonna kill this thing, if he said, "Oh, the heart's in the basement,"
Yeah.
Is he an expert on this kind of stuff? I don't know.
I don't know.
BS.
You never know with this one.
You never know with this one.
He's got
I know.
his
I'm
demon
tr-
sense.
Yeah.
You know what, guys?
Yikes.
Don't come down. I'm good. Don't come down.
Oh, no? Don't want us to come down?
I've heard this before.
Still not in on this.
You're like, what are they doing?
It's so quiet all of a sudden.
It's
They're screaming and
it's
stuff.
table talky
Yeah.
for me to go down there.
You don't want
I want to go down there.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't
It's
go
not
down
like
there.
top of mind.
So I would throw him out there, and then I would jump onto him.
Wait, do you ride him down like a...
Yeah. No, yeah. I go down with him and then land on him, so he.
Drebus sled.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea that
I go, I'll save your boy. And I just,
I'm watching him like he's my least aerodynamic child.
Yeah, exactly. It's doing all the math. Right. So
no
these plump, delicious creatures
yeah.
on the deck are very excited about all this new prey that has just been flung on there from the window, and they begin to take swings
Take bites.
at you and Dirty Dreebs.
Aren't they being fought? There's wasn't the whole
These
end
are the
team over
worst
there?
fruit. These are the worst fruit villains. They are not.
Confirmed fruit villains.
Yeah, they are not delivering the goods here.
Wow, whose fault is that?
I don't need this shit from you, Walnut Dung Grass.
Low roller,
Exactly.
Durford, Horkins.
No, yeah. So they come up and they're just like slamming their limbs against your plate, and it's just like a buff.
Say, I'm here to save you.
Yeah.
I got your locket.
Exactly right.
I got your locket.
No, it's true. It's a terrible nightmare.
So I don't take any damage? Nice.
No. You can't.
gain
I
health.
did every goddamn. I did everything I could to hurt you.
You massage me. I go up 3 points.
No, it works out that crick
Yeah.
that you had in your neck
Finally.
after that last fight. Rosie Beesinger,
Yeah.
that's our game for this week.
Damn it, Jared.
I know,
Why'd you have to say it to me?
Well, no. Listen, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna come back next week. We're gonna
real?
have Cupid. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
We're gonna have Cupid with us.
Okay.
We're just gonna
So gonna be
take
here.
this game. We're just gonna put it straightforward.
Okay.
Lots of adventure.
All right.
It's gonna be very cool.
I'm going to be right here till it happens.
All right, good. Just hang on right here.
Okay, I have
Right.
to write a note to myself of I had an idea planned.
You read that
so.
down because you're going to have a whole week to think about it.
Hell yeah.
Shadow Council, Mayor Lavers, please you. This is our second commercial break. Of course, subscribers just see cool AI, the C-Team stuff. Desecrate that button if you would like to. We will be back shortly after we've used the facilities for some table talk. Don't go anywhere.